and then I forget to send it back, so I have it in my closet.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by Ayers Furniture, Bitech Resource Management, Claire Bank, Fuller's Milker Center, Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Platteville, Les Mack, Northland Buildings, Reeves Wealth Management, Raleigh Cheese House, Russell Law Offices, The Shoebox, Tricor Insurance, West End Salvage, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Sloan Implements, Sups, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Gary's Pest Control, TriStar Pallets and TriStar Mulch, Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware Do It Best, Bouse Electric, Cuba City Collision and Repair, Laley Center Monroe, H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, Community First Bank, Grant Regional Health Center, Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty, Lancaster Dental Associates, Millie's Diner, Pink's Automotive, Good Knees Garage, Point and Flush Sportsman's Club, Rosemeyer Management Group, Breckler Insurance, McNett Electric, Mound City Bank, Ready Feed and Grain LLC, Southwest Health, and WCC Brands.
Good morning and welcome to Grand Chute, Wisconsin. We are at Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium for the WIAA Division IV State Boys Baseball Tournament as Potosi Cassville takes on Reedsville in a Division IV state semifinal on X1071, X1071.com, and an enhanced audio stream on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. This is Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. The Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel is powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, and Laley Center Monroe. From the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, the very best seat in the house, I'm Tyler Dictanis, joined alongside Steve Prestegard, welcoming you to our Raleigh Cheese pregame show. And Steve, a return for Potosi to the state tournament, first time since 2013, trying to add to their trophy case, their last state championship coming in 1993. Overall, 8 appearances between Potosi and Cassville coming into the state tournament, but kind of a long time since Potosi Cassville has been to this point in high school baseball, and a very fun opportunity for the two communities of Potosi and Cassville here today.
The Chieftains half of this co-op has been here a couple of times before, specifically here when they finished second in 2001, and then the other state tournament appearances after that. When they won state, that was in 1993, and that was at Athletic Park in Wausau, and that was in the old 3-class days. And also, I suppose you could say that that was not perhaps an expected thing for Potosi Cassville to get here this year. They were not the champion of the Six Rivers Conference. Barnville was, because they didn't lose to anybody until the sectional final. But as things worked out, they went north for that sectional instead of east, and they certainly had, you always have to have some things go right, and I think not facing Oliva Strum in the sectional final would have been one of them, because they got knocked off by Cochran Fountain City, and then Potosi Cassville took care of business last Tuesday at River Ridge, and here we are.
Yep, and the opponent that beat Barneveld are these Reedsville Panthers, upsetting Barneveld in the sectional final last Tuesday. So Reedsville coming into today's game with a record of 18-6. They were 7-3 in the Big East North, and a lot of familiar names because you and I got to see Reedsville win the state championship over Southwestern in Division V boys basketball at the Kohl Center back in March, and a lot of familiar names on this roster, and looking to carry that momentum as they head into the state tournament.
Yeah, definitely. Ben Prock now, their leadoff hitter and shortstop, the Schwans, and a couple of other, Christensen and a couple of other names do stand out from that state trip. That was, of course, their first state trip since 1936. And in the case of Reedsville, this is their first state trip ever in baseball. So it's completely new to them. It's somewhat new to Potosi Cassville. But I tend to think that whole thing kind of disappears as soon as you throw the first pitch anyway.
Right. Yep, and the winner of this game will advance to the state championship game on Thursday morning. And if Potosi Cassville does win, we will bring that to you right here on X1071 and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Coming up on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show, we'll chat with head coach Tony Leibfried of Potosi Cassville. We asked him about the Rosemeyer Wealth Management keys to the game, sponsored by Rosemeyer Wealth Management in Platteville. We'll also have the Russell office's injury report, Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups, Cuba City Family Dental colors of the game, and the first pitch between Potosi Cassville and Reedsville in our WIAA Division IV State Semifinal. The Raleigh Cheese pregame show is presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County.
Don't forget the cheese.
Back after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 1.
Hello, Mitch here from Kieler Family Dental. There's never been a better time to explore what's possible for you and your family at our 3 state-of-the-art facilities. From routine dental care to same-day crowns to clear aligners, veneers, and implants, we cover a wide spectrum of dental services. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Pregame 1.
Back on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. WIAA State Semifinal in Division 4 with Potosi Cassville taking on Reedsville. We're joined now by Tony Leibfried, the head coach of Potosi Cassville. Coach, thanks for joining us and congratulations again on reaching the state tournament with this Potosi Cassville co-op. When you hear the words Potosi Cassville baseball is going to state, what goes through your mind when you hear that?
Unbelievable. It's just incredible that these kids have made this run. I'm so proud of them. So, yeah, it's been a whirlwind so far. Just all the paperwork and all the things you didn't know that you had to do to reach this thing.
Yeah, but this postseason run has had a little bit of everything. A big regional semifinal win against North Crawford, a comeback win against River Ridge, a tight sectional semifinal against Seneca, and then a strong performance in the sectional final against Cochran Fountain City. What have you learned about your team through this postseason run?
They have resiliency, and they don't get down on themselves when we're down. You know, against River Ridge, we're down 3 runs, I think it was, or something like that. And they were able to chip away and get themselves and call themselves back in. And the 6th inning has been kind of a big inning for us against Ridge and then against Seneca as well in the sectional semis. Being able to score and take the lead and then come out in the 7th and finish the game. And so very proud of the guys and all of them have stepped up in some moment.
All right, and let's talk about the sectional round in particular, because again, in the game against Seneca, you guys were down, I believe it was 2-1, and then you were able to score 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th to get the win against Seneca, and then less than an hour later, put up a 10-run, 5-inning victory against Cochran Fountain City. Kind of compare and contrast what you saw in the early part of the day against Seneca, and then when things turned around, how that momentum kind of carried on.
Yeah, Seneca's lefty started the game for them, and he's a freshman, and you could see the moment might have got to him a little bit, but he's a very good pitcher, and we weren't able to get a lot on him, but we were able to score and get him out of the game. And then they brought in the Roberts kid, their catcher, and honestly, he was dialed. I think he was 85% throwing strikes. So, our guys were able to in the 6th inning get guys on. And we were able to steal some bases because he wasn't that catcher, and that allowed us to get guys into scoring position. And we came up with a couple key hits when we needed to secure that victory. And also with that suicide squeeze, Logan Roush did an excellent job of of getting that down, and River's pretty fast, so they had to make a quick play and couldn't make it. So.
All right, we're talking with head coach Tony Livefried, the head coach of Potosi Cassville, on our Raleigh Chiefs pregame show, getting ready for the state semifinal matchup against Reedsville this morning. Let's talk about the Rosemeyer Wealth Management keys to the game. Reedsville, another opponent with a lot of momentum. The only team to beat Barneveld, a team that you had seen twice during the regular season. Without giving away the entire scouting report, what kind of challenges do they present, and what's going to be the key for Potosi Cassville in this game this morning?
Yeah, they have a lot of lefties in their lineup, and they have a kind of a two-strike approach. So they're battling and trying to foul off pitches, just trying to get the ball in play. That they're very athletic they got a lot of guys on their team from their state basketball championship this past winter, and so they have athletes. They're a good team, and we're going to have to be ready, throwing strikes, getting ahead, and then when we're up to bat, we just got to be focused and don't make the moment too big. Just play within ourselves. I think good things will happen. So.
Yeah, and that leads into our final question, Coach. At state, the stage is bigger, the environment's different, margin for error gets smaller. What's the message to your guys before they take the field?
Confidence. Know that they deserve to be there. We've been talking about it at practices here the last couple of days, and it's just we belong here. We are Monday. Got some great information from a couple coaches about going there and watching a D1 game. So we're heading up Monday, and we're going to watch one of the D1 games and just kind of take in the atmosphere. So it's not so much for them, and I'm excited about that. I think the boys are ready. They're focused, and we've been having some really good practices.
Yep, it's been a fun team to watch throughout the season, Coach. Thanks so much for making time to chat with us today. Good luck in the game this morning, and we look forward to chatting with you after the game.
Well, thank you, Tyler, and all you do for covering Southwest Wisconsin here. It's much appreciated.
All right, appreciate that, Coach. That's head coach Tony Livefried of Potosi Cassville Baseball. We'll have more on the Raleigh Chiefs pregame show after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 2.
Tricor Insurance works with leading insurance carriers like Auto Owners Insurance to provide honest and reliable service when you need it most.
For one, I want them to know that they're not alone. They know that no matter what happens when it comes up, that they can count on us to assist them through that process, whatever it may be.
Tricor and Auto Owners Insurance for your home, auto, and more. Visit TricorInsurance.com to find an agent near you.
DuTrack Community Credit Union invites you to the free Summer Kids movie series at Millennium Cinema in Platteville. Join them every Wednesday at 10 a.m. through July 29th for family favorites like Paddington in Peru, Lyle Crocodile, Garfield, and a whole lot more. Sensory-friendly screenings are available. Bring your crew. Admission is free for the whole family. The free Summer Kids movie series every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. at Millennium Cinema in Platteville.
Pregame 2.
Raleigh Chiefs pregame show continues from Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium, just outside of Appleton. Potosi Cassville taking on Reedsville in our WIAA Division IV state semifinal. The winner of this game takes on the winner of Columbus Catholic and Loyal. That game will follow this game later on this morning. Tyler Dictanis and Steve Prestegard with you with the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Here's Furniture in downtown Ridgeway for free delivery and heirloom quality furniture for every room in your home. Be sure to visit Ayers Furniture in Ridgeway and AyersFurniture.com. No injuries to report on the Russell office's injury report. If you've been injured, contact Russell offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. Our colors of the game sponsored by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Potosi Cassville rolling with their gold uniforms with maroon pinstripes and maroon numbers, the PC logo on the upper right corner of the chest. They're also wearing black caps. Reedsville in the home white jerseys with orange pinstripes. Panthers written across the chest in cursive print with orange numbers, and orange socks. Those are the colors of the game, brought to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental, 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Our Fuller's Milker Center starting lineup. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. For the Reedsville Panthers, 19-6 overall. Coming out of the Big East North. Their batting order goes like this. Leading off, the shortstop, number 4, Ben Prochnow. Batting second, the center fielder, number 3, Lucas Lodell. Batting third, the catcher, number 10, Nathan Christensen. Batting fourth, the second baseman, number 14, Chuck Mielmans. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 21, Jake Schwan. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 1, Caleb Schwan. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 8, Javen Matznick. Batting in place of the left fielder, number 6, Zane Prochnow. Batting eighth, the pitcher, number 9, Landon Mertz. And rounding out the batting order for the Reedsville Panthers, the first baseman, number 7, Carter Preston. And the batting order for Potosi Cassville, when they're up to bat, they will be led off by the shortstop, number 44, Alex Frederick. Batting second, the catcher, number 25, Damian Bauer. Batting third, the pitcher, number 33, Colton Vogelsberg. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 2, Ben Infield. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 4, Reed Weber. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 7, River Sarr. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 17, Logan Roush. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 8, Lane Schaefer. And rounding out the batting order for Potosi Cassville, the right fielder, number 24, Chris Vels. Those are the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineup. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. Our scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Coming up later today, we will have Division III baseball. Dodgeville at state for the first time since the 1960s. Steve will have the call of that this afternoon. First pitch at 4:10. Or Raleigh Cheese pregame show set for 4:10. First pitch set for 4:30 around that time. On 97.7 Country WGLR and also an enhanced StatCast type stream on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And we're going to get things started right away. Time is just about 9 o'clock on X1071 WPVL FM Platteville. And on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, Colton Vogelsberg set to wind up and deliver the first pitch to Ben Prochnow. Prochnow shows bunt. And the first pitch is in there for a called strike. We are off and running at Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium. A light breeze from right to left as we see it from the best seat in the house. And the 0-1 pitch, this one grounded back to the pitcher. Alex Frederick fields it. Throw to first is in time for the out. Nice play by Alex Frederick. One away in the top of the first inning.
Right back through the box, but Frederick made a good play right near second base. Always like to get that first out in without anything happening.
That brings up Lucas Liddell, the junior outfielder. 377 batting average and OPS of 934. And the first pitch misses inside for ball one.
Tony Lampreed said on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show that Reedsville has a lot of left-handed hitters, 2 of them right off the bat at the top of the order.
And that went in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lucas Lodell. One out, nobody on in the top of the first inning. Just underway at Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium.
Well, there's some butterflies. Throw back to the pitcher, sailed into center field, but nobody on, so just a little bit of ribbing when you get back to the bench.
The 1-1 pitch. This one ripped down the right field line, but it's going to be playable for Vels out in right field, and he will close the glove on it, 2 away. Community First Bank, free in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com. Member FDIC. Also by J&J's Sandbar of Cassville, a casual sports bar offering pizza, burgers, and a buffet, plus breakfast, daily lunch specials, and a variety of beer. Celebrate together at J&J's Sandbar in Cassville. First right-handed batter, Potosi Cassville facing its number 10, Nathan Christensen. And the first pitch misses down and away for ball one.
And he is the first pitcher or first batter to be looking into the sun as he's trying to hit. This is a southwest-northeast orientation like Wrigley Field.
And that pitch misses down and away for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes to Nathan Christensen. 2 out, nobody on, top of the first inning here in Appleton.
And in the afternoon, the sun field is in right field, but in the morning, it's at the plate.
And that one misses the strike zone completely. Gets away from Damian Bauer to the backstop. 3-0 the count. And Colton Vogelsberg trying to find the strike zone and avoid putting a base runner on with 2 outs in the top of the first. The 3-0. And that went in there for a called strike, a delayed strike call, but that just clips the inner third of the strike zone. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Christensen, I think, thought that was ball 4. But at least he didn't start the first and then turn. I just kind of stopped there.
And that is ball 4. So a 2-out walk puts Nathan Christensen on first base for Reedsville. And our apologies on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. The live stats are not live.
It's early for them, too.
Yeah. Ethan Sebo will be the courtesy runner for Christensen at first base. And that brings up number 14, Chuck Mielmans, a sophomore. 431 batting average and OPS of 1.031. Right-handed batter, first pitch from Vogelsberg. Gets the outer third of the strike zone for strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch. This one lined to right field. Vell's there for the play, and he will close the glove on it to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Reedsville nothing, Potosi Cassville nothing. Potosi Cassville up to bat next on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 3.
Do you want me to read?
When you need additional time to recover and regain your strength following a hospital stay, Grant Regional Health Center's Swing Bed program can be the help you need. Our dedicated team provides individualized skilled nursing care, physical and occupational therapy, in addition to support from respiratory, pharmacy, nutrition, and social services. Together, we can shorten the distance between healing and home. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
Come on over to Adventureland. You're gonna have a fun-filled day.
Don't miss our most thrilling summer yet. There's unforgettable fun for everyone, with rides and slides of all shapes and sizes. Plus, special events all year. Get 2 parks for 1 price with Adventure Bay, at the home of Iowa's best thrills. Catch new stunt shows in June. Pay for a day, get the season free with a pass.
You're gonna love it at Adventureland.
Pregame 3.
Alex Frederick, Damian Bauer, and Colton Vogelsberg will lead things off for Potosi Cassville in the bottom of the first inning. Still scoreless at Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium. Our Grant Regional Health Center People State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Our game sponsored by Claire Bank with 3 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin. As the pitcher for Reedsville warming up on the mound. And that is going to be number 9, Landon Mertz. Mertz has pitched 33 2/3 innings, has a 3-2 record, 12 walks, 27 strikeouts, and an ERA of 2.08. And that brings up Alex Frederick to the plate. Frederick, a 337 batting average, on-base percentage of 926, has 35 stolen bases on the season. That is a program record that he broke during the regular season. And the first pitch fouled off down the right field line. Count is 0-1.
We're brought to you by Claire Bank for their 8 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin.
And that pitch misses down and away for ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike to Alex Frederick.
Bailey Excavating, excellently executing your excavation projects, including fence line and site prep, waterways, dams, and demolition. Bailey Excavating, Potosi.
The 1-1 pitch misses away for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Alex Frederick.
Mints, Bents, and Dents. Downtown Potosi offering locally sourced meats and cheeses, groceries, and other home necessities. Check them out on Facebook for deals and specials. Mints, Bents, and Dents.
Alex Frederick had to back away from the 2-1 pitch. Count is now 3-1, and the 3-1 delivery is going to be chopped over to shortstop, and a misplay. The throw to first won't get there in time. Alex Frederick is on with an infield single.
Shortstop Prochnow couldn't find the handle. That's got to be an error.
Let's see what the scoreboard says. They do rule it an error. So Alex Frederick is on base, and we'll see how hyper-aggressive he's going to be. Again, with the school record for stolen bases, Coach Livefried likely trying to get him home, and Damian Bauer will step into the box. Bauer, a 301 batting average, a 753 OPS. Showing bunt, pulls it back, and the first pitch misses upstairs for ball one.
Ellen Equipment, call Trevor Ellen at Ellen's Equipment in Potosi for buying or selling any and all implements. Ellen Equipment, Potosi.
Want to know the count to Damian Bauer, the second batter, and a pickoff attempt, and Alex Frederick is thrown out. Alex Frederick tripped trying to dive back to first base, and he didn't touch the bag in time, and the pickoff is successful, one away. With nobody on, Damian Bauer still at the plate with a 1-0 count. And rips this one down the third base side, and that finds its way into left field for a base hit. Bauer holds up at first. So after the pickoff attempt, Damian Bauer reaches base, 1 on, 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Potosi, Cassville, nothing. Reedsville, nothing.
Granny Electric in Platteville specializes in residential, agricultural, and commercial wiring for new construction, repairs, and maintenance. You can count on Granny Electric to make your electrical concerns go away.
Colton Vogelsberg at the dish, a 392 batting average, an OPS of 958. Has driven in 18 runs, and the first pitch misses inside for ball one. Colton Vogelsberg has scored 18 times, has driven in 18, has a base runner at first. That's Damian Bauer. And that one catches the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the first, still scoreless.
Lely Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Lely Center Monroe.
And that pitch misses low for ball two.
Epic Construction. See Epic Construction for industrial or commercial building projects. Epic Construction, building quality, building trust, building a difference.
2-1 the count to Colton Vogelsberg at the dish, and that pitch misses down and in. 3 balls, 1 strike to Colton Vogelsberg. Ben infield in the on-deck circle for Potosi Cassville. Damian Bauer, the runner at first. And the 3-1 offering misses outside for ball 4. 2 runners on for Potosi Cassville. Brings up Ben infield.
Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team doctor Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco PAC provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. We're also brought to you by Pages and Parcels, the spot for books, unique gifts, and quick pack and ship services. Stop by to explore, ship, and discover something special today. Pages and Parcels, Potosi.
Ainsley Tasker, the courtesy runner for Colton Vogelsberg at first base. Ben infield steps into the box, has a 338 batting average and OPS of 863.
And infield plays the infield.
Seems fitting, and a drop strike, but the runners will stay put as the ball rolled in front of the catcher for Reedsville. That's Nathan Christensen.
Burnham Lumber and Rui. See Burnham Lumber for all your agricultural, commercial, or residential projects. Burnham Lumber, Rui.
And that pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ben infield.
Okies Market in Cassville. Check out Okies, your local Surefine Food Center, where they'll carry out your groceries too. Okies Market in Cassville. That's polite of them.
And the 1-1 pitch down and away for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 on, 1 out. Bottom of the first inning. Potosi Cassville, nothing. Reedsville, nothing. Damian Bauer, the runner at second. Ainsley Tasker at first. Ben infield at the plate. Infield looks at that pitch away for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. And Potosi Cassville's 1 ball away from loading the bases with 1 out.
And they're being very patient at the plate, too, you can see. That's a good approach.
And the 3-1 popped up sky high, shallow center field. And Lucas Lodell calls for it. He'll close the glove on it. Runners stay put at first and second, 2 away in the bottom of the first.
And we're brought to you by Grant County Truck Bodies. Chad Lohr and the crew at Grant County Truck Bodies. See Grant County Truck Bodies in Kieler and GrantCountyTruckBodies.com.
The field dimensions at Neuroscience Group Field down the foul poles, down the right field line, it's 325. And 325 down the left field line. In right center field, it's 405. And in left center field, 385.
You can hit home runs. I've seen them hit here by high school teams, but it's always to left.
Brings up Reed Weber, the first lefty batter for Potosi Cassville in the lineup. First pitch misses inside for ball 1.
Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialty care without traveling far from home. Learn more at southwesthealth.org.
And this one ripped down the right field line for a base hit. Bauer rounding third, stumbles, the throwback home, sliding home, and the runner is safe. That was Kaya Kirkenbush running the bases for Damian Bauer. And Potosi Cassville is on the board, 1-0 with runners at the corners in the bottom of the first inning with 2 out.
(1906) Cocktail and Wine Bar in Platteville, Pilling Electric Service, PE Pump Service in Montford, Edward Jones Reedsville Management in Platteville, and Utter Brothers Creamery in Basketball also bringing you today's game. You know, I could use some coffee. They don't sell it here. But at Driftless Coffee Company in Cassville, you will find, if I can read it right here, fresh brewed coffee, specialty beverages, and delicious food with welcoming small town vibes. And they remind you to explore Cassville this summer. Driftless Coffee Company in Cassville.
Reedsville coach Luke Ubersox talking with the first base umpire about something on that first base side. But the scoreboard reflects Potosi Cassville 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error committed by Reedsville. That got Alex Frederick on base, but Frederick was then picked off almost immediately after. But Ainsley Tasker, the runner at third, Reed Weber, the runner at first, River Saar coming up to the plate. River Saar batting .444, an OPS of 1.020. And Landermeer steals the first pitch, and that one tipped foul, strike 1.
Let's see if they decide to run Weber from first here and maybe get a chance for more than just the 1 runner at third to score. Yep.
And a no throw to second base, so a stolen base uncontested for Reed Weber.
Dodgeville Chronicle, Democrat Tribune, and Pecatonica Valley Leader, your local weekly newspaper for Dodgeville, Mineral Point, Barnabelle, Iowa Grad, Highland, River Valley, Pecatonica, and Argyle schools.
Runners at second and third. The pitch is downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike, or 1 ball, 2 strikes, excuse me, to River Saar. And Saar fouls this one to the net, into the backstop. Count stays at 1-2. Logan Roush in the on-deck circle for Potosi Cassville. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville 0. Bottom of the first inning. Game number 1 of the Division IV state semifinals, and that pitch in the dirt. Great stop by the catcher Christensen. Ball couldn't get behind him. Runners hold at second and third. 2-2 the count, 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the first. And that is going to be a called strike 3. Got him looking. Potosi Cassville leaves 2 stranded. But 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 2 left on base. We are through 1 inning at Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville 0. The Panthers up to bat next on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 1.
Kohl's Father's Day gifts are so good, Dad won't be able to stop bragging about them. To his friends, to his barber, to the server who did not ask. He'll even brag to you, the person who literally bought it for him. From comfy polos to stylish shoes and more, plus 20% off across the store. Get gifts Dad'll be talking about for months at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. You've been warned. Select styles. Offer ends June 21st. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Progressive knows you could have easily taken the freeway, but you took the scenic route to see a waterfall and an oddly busy boiled peanut stand. Discovering the unexpected is exactly why you bought an RV, so protect it with a bundle from Progressive. Because although you may be 3 hours behind schedule, you're 6 jars of jam richer and possibly enrolled in a butter-churning workshop. Switch to Progressive and protect your RV, boat, or motorcycle by bundling with your home or auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
In Game 1.
Top of the second inning, Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville nothing. Colton Vogelsberg dealing the first pitch of the second inning. That one right down the middle for a called strike. Leading off for Reedsville is the third baseman, number 21, Jake Schwann. He'll be followed up by Caleb Schwann and Javen Matznick. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Count quickly 0-2 to the leadoff batter, Jake Schwann of Reedsville. Vogelsberg with the nod. The 0-2 offering. This one chopped over to shortstop and in and out of the glove of Frederick, able to recover, throw to first in time for the out. Great job by Alex Frederick at shortstop. Making a tough play look routine. Had a kind of a bobble as he was moving to his left, but able to recover and quickly get it to first base. And the leadoff batter's retired 6-3.
And he did the same thing to start the game. So
yeah.
Frederick's been busy already, but he's gotten the job done.
The right fielder, number 1, Caleb Schwann, coming up to the plate, a .298 batting average and an OPS of .824. And the first pitch misses the strike zone to make the count 1-0.
Shannon Marie Photography, specializing in wedding, senior, and newborn photography, serving the tri-state area. Learn more at shanmariePhoto.net.
And this one chopped over to second base, River Saar. He bobbles it, able to throw it to first, but the throw gets away. And Caleb Schwann reaches base. It'll be a throwing error. I believe it'll be against River Saar. But 1 on, 1 out, top of the second inning. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville nothing.
Well, we're brought to you by Fritz's Burner Service in Darlington, Garthwaite Real Estate and New Home Construction, McKeon Landscaping Services in Blanchardville, Saunders Oil Company, Warren, Illinois, and First Response Excavation and Grading in Bloomington.
Javen Matznick, the designated hitter, swings and misses at the first pitch. Count is 0-1.
Also, Bender Outdoors on the Square in Lancaster, Clear Reflections, Window Cleaning Service in Platteville, Iverson Construction Kieler, Veterinary Associates, Hazel Green, and Galena.
The 1 pitch, that one's low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Javen Matznick.
And Lyle Financial Group in Platteville, Haverland Heating and Cooling in Cuba City, Northland Buildings, Russell Law Offices, Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
1 on, 1 out, top of the second inning, and the 1-1 pitch. That one finds the strike zone. Count goes to 1-2.
Are you ready to go? No injuries for yourself today?
Thankfully, there's a netting and a glass window in front of us to prevent any foul balls rocketing towards my face.
Yes.
The 1-2 pitch from Vogelsberg misses high and away. 2-2 the count.
Century 21 affiliated in Boscobel. See Bobby Joe, Hans, Allison, or Richard for all your real estate needs. Century 21 in Boscobel.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 away. Javen Matznick strikes out, and that brings up the pitcher number 9, Landon Mertz.
So far, no move off first base. See if he goes with 2 out.
Actually, excuse me, a change in the lineup. It's now Carter Preston at the plate, number 7.
He's supposed to be the 9th batter. Or at least he was.
That's what I thought. And an attempted steal. Runner's going to get there safely as Bauer drops the pitch. 1 ball, no strikes, but a stolen base for Caleb Schwann. Puts a runner in scoring position for Reedsville.
All right, I think that's Mertz in the on deck circle. So I guess they just flipped. 8
Yeah, they must have flipped the batting order, and that might have been what the coach Luke Uberstocks of Reedsville was talking to first base umpire about. This one chopped down the first base side, foul ball, count as 1-2.
Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby, Melby Funeral Home and Crematory, Platteville.
62 degrees.
Well, it feels a lot hotter than that, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, it feels like 80 in this booth with the greenhouse effect. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on base through an inning and a half. Reedsville, nothing. Potosi, Cassville, 1. Potosi, Cassville up to bat next on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 2.
When it comes to your health, having the right team matters. At Medical Associates, more than 200 providers across 30 specialties work together in one connected system, making it easier for you to get the care you need. From preventative visits to specialized treatment, our team is here to guide and support you. With deep roots in the tri-state community, we're proud to be a trusted partner in your health. Medical Associates. Learn more at mahealthcare.com or call 563-584-4570.
When you're faced with a challenge, how you respond determines the real winners. Rural Mutual believes there's something more important than winning a game. They believe that the team, school, and fans who support their athletes with dignity and class are the true champions. Rural Mutual is the proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award since 1965. The award recognizes that sportsmanship matters in your community. Visit ruralmutual.com/WIAA and see how their team and your community can work together to be true champions.
In game 2.
Logan Roush, Lane Schaefer, and Chris Vels will lead things off for Potosi Cassville. The 7-8-9 in the order. 1-0 Potosi Cassville on top of Reedsville.
Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros of Brian's get the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster.
Logan Roush looks at the first pitch. It's away for ball 1. Logan Roush, a .292 batting average, an OPS of .733, 17 RBI on the campaign. Looks at the 1-0 pitch outside for ball 2.
Breckler Insurance Group, for all your insurance needs. See Steve Landusky at Breckler Insurance in Fenimore. Breckler Insurance serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years.
Swing and a miss at strike 1. That one broke inside. Roush couldn't catch up to it. Count is 2-1.
WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler, WCC-brands.com, and Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City, ColeAcresGolfandGrill.com.
The 2-1 pitch, misses low. Count goes to 3-1 on Logan Roush.
Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and appliedmicro.biz.
And that is going to be a walk. Pitch misses outside. Logan Roush gets on base to lead things off in the bottom of the second.
Merritz is having problems with his control. And, of course, that error in the first inning. And the Chieftains have been able to take advantage.
Brings up a freshman, Lane Schaefer. Schaefer playing first base for Potosi Cassville. First pitch inside for ball 1.
CJ ATM Service, see Chuck Schneering for all your business and large-scale event ATM needs. Find CJ ATM Service on Facebook to learn more. CJ ATM Services, Platteville.
And this one fouled to the net in the backstop. Count is 1-1 strike. 1 on, nobody out. Bottom of the second inning. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville nothing.
Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington. And Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Potosi. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware, Bloomington and Potosi.
Platteville.
You're right. Bloomington and Platteville. Helps if I read the thing,
right.
Actually.
The 1-1 pitch misses upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to the freshman, Lane Schaefer. Another freshman, Chris Vels, in the on-deck circle for Potosi Cassville. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Count is 2-2.
Phil's Transmission. Stop in and see Lonnie, your local transmission specialist at Phil's Transmission in Potosi.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Lane Schaefer. Logan Roush, the runner at first. And that one misses inside. Count goes full, 3-2.
Medical Associates Clinic, your trusted tri-state healthcare leader serving the Cuba City, Lancaster, and Platteville communities.
Lane Schaefer awaiting the payoff pitch and chops this one over to the first base side. Slow roller. He might be able to leg this one out. The throw to first is going to be in time, but that does move Logan Roush to second base. Productive out for Potosi Cassville. 1 on and 1 out. Runner in scoring position with Potosi Cassville leading 1-0, and Chris Bells coming up to the dish.
Cunis Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Platteville powers our audio stream of today's broadcast. The Cunis Service Department cares for all makes and models and is open Monday through Saturday. Head to Cunis in Platteville.
Chris Bells at the plate, looks at the first pitch, eye level for ball 1.
People's State Bank for personal, home, business, and ag loans. Visit one of their convenient locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Chris Bells has a batting average of 184 and OPS of 463, but had some big hits in the sectional round for Potosi Cassville. A big one in the semifinal game against Seneca, and then had a couple big hits against Cochrane Fountain City. Count is 2-0 to Chris Bells. Logan Roush, the runner, at second. And swing and a miss, strike 1. Count goes to 2-1, 1 on, 1 out.
Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer, Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, Lanark, Illinois, and Sloans.com. I've seen that place.
This one going to be pop foul over the Potosi Cassville dugout down the right field line, and I think someone was able to make the catch. Yeah.
Rosemeyer Wealth Management will design a plan specific to your retirement goals. The experts at Rosemeyer Management will answer all your questions, even if you don't know what questions to ask. Check out their website, rosemeyermg.com.
Chris Bells with a 2-2 count, swings and misses for strike 3, 2 away. Back to the top of the order for Potosi Cassville. Alex Frederick coming up to the plate, reached on an error in his last at bat.
We're brought to you by Pink's Automotive in Lancaster and Goodney's Garage in Platteville. They have the certified technicians, equipment, and expertise to keep your vehicle in top running condition.
Landon Merritt's set to deal the first pitch to Frederick in this at bat. And that pitch is low for ball 1.
SoundCloud is where you can find archived audio of our broadcast. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Download the SoundCloud app and search Queen Bee Radio Sports, powered by Herms' Ace Hardware and Home Center in, Bloomington and Platteville.
Delayed strike call. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike to Alex Frederick. Logan Roush, the runner, at second. 1 on and 2 out. Potosi Cassville with a 1-run lead. And that one missed outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Carver Hardwood Flooring for hardwood flooring, stair installation, and refinish needs. Call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton.
The 2-1 pitch clips the inner third of the strike zone to make the count 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 on. In the bottom of the second inning, Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville nothing. Landon Merritt set to deal the 2-2. Frederick looks at that one down and away, runs the count full, 3-2.
TriStar Pellets of Highland and TriStar Mulch Cop in Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call at TriStar Pellets of Highland and TriStar Mulch Cop in Platteville.
Merritt gets the nod. And the 3-2 offering. Outside, ball 4. Alex Frederick reaches base for the second time. First time on an error, second time on a walk. So 2 on and 2 out. And that brings up Damian Bauer, the catcher.
Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best. See Rob Krantz with the crew for full service repair on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best in Fenimore. Also, Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional, friendly service.
And a mound conference for Reedsville. We might be seeing a pitching change here.
Which is awful early if that's what they're going to do here.
Potosi Cassville has a 1-0 lead. 1 run on 2 hits with 1 error. Reedsville no runs on no hits with 1 error. But Potosi Cassville with 2 base runners on, with Damian Bauer coming up to the plate and then Colton Vogelsberg following him. So you would imagine the heart of the order is something that Coach Luke Ubersox is concerned about for Reedsville.
Community First Bank for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC, and I think you have these others someplace for the 4s. Well, this is an interesting decision to pull your pitcher in the second inning. But obviously, Luke Ubersox thinks that he needs to stop this right now with runners at first and second, 2 out, and the Chieftains leading Reedsville 1-0. You do tend to figure that a state game is probably going to be a low-scoring game, and runs are therefore at a premium.
Yeah, but looking to see which pitcher it is they're sending to the mound. I believe it's number 3, and that would be Lucas Lodell.
Which means we'll have a new center fielder, if that's who that is.
Game brought to you by McCartney Corners. They'd like to congratulate the entire Potosi Cassville baseball team on an incredible season. Visit McCartney Corners, Highway 133 in Cassville, your 5-star dive bar for great food, great drinks, and great times. Lodell finishing his warm-ups. And we're also sponsored by J&J Sandbar of Cassville, a casual sports bar offering pizza, burgers, and a buffet, plus breakfast, daily lunch specials, and a variety of beer. Celebrate together at J&J Sandbar in Cassville.
Well, Lodell, 4-3 and an ERA of 7.41. Now that's who they're bringing in to pitch.
He inherits runners at first and second. Damian Bauer's 1 for 1 on the game. And Lodell set to deal the first pitch to Bauer, and Bauer rips this one, and it will find its way into shallow left field. Logan Roush rounding third. The play at the plate, diving for home plate. He is out. Great throw from the left fielder, Landon Mertz. Gets it to the infield in time, prevents a run from coming across, and that will end the inning. Through 2 innings, Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville 0. We go to the 3rd inning after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 3.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Like any business, success in dairying is often determined by who you know rather than what you know. That's why it's good to know the pros at Fuller's, your Gia dealer. Fuller's is your source for the automated milking systems line and all of the latest in automated milking systems. Make your operation more efficient and profitable and get the most out of your dairy herd by partnering with the experts at Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your local Gia dealer in Lancaster, Richland Center, and FullersMilkersCenter.com.
In Game 3.
State High School Baseball on X1071, sponsored by Yalby Tubin. When you're ready for the ultimate tubing adventure, Yalby Tubin on the Grant River is the #1 tubing experience in Wisconsin. Now open 7 days a week. Plan your next adventure at YalbyTubin.com.
Well, on one hand, you can say Potosi Cassville has left 2 runs on the plate, on the bases, by having guys thrown out. On the other hand, you could also say they have plenty of opportunities, and sometimes that just ends up, they get thrown out early and then they score late. But an interesting second inning, certainly.
A curious pitching change, too, for Reedsville. Really kind of makes things interesting the rest of the way for the Reedsville Panthers. We head to the top of the 3rd inning. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville 0 on our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. The first baseman, number 7, Carter Preston, leading things off. We'll go back to the top of the order with Ben Prochnow and Lucas Lodell. First offering from Vogelsberg, misses upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes.
Is that Preston or Prochnow?
No, that is Zach Prochnow, yeah.
Huh.
Or Zane Prochnow, excuse me.
Oh, that's it, yes. Well, he didn't start either. He was being DH'd for, I think.
Oh, no, it is Zach Prochnow, number 6. And pulls the bat back. Count goes to 2-1. Yeah, the order is completely messed up.
Well, I think when they took out, when they changed pitchers, now heat pads, I guess.
And this one popped up. This will be foul over the backstop and lands in front of the mezzanine area in front of us. Count goes to 2-2. So Zach Prochnow is at the plate. And it'll be Ben Prochnow in the on-deck circle. So there were some lineup changes that were made that haven't been reflected yet. And the 2-2 pitch misses high and away. Count goes full, 3-2 to Zach Prochnow, the sophomore, batting .238 on the season and an OPS of .527. Vogelsberg with the payoff pitch. This one fouled back over the backstop. We'll do it again. Zach Prochnow at the plate.
Our game brought to you by Claire Bank, where there are 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin.
And this one lifted down the left field line. Reed Weber trying to chase it down, and that will drop in foul territory. We'll do it again.
One thing about this ballpark, with the distances that are certainly farther than the vast majority of places that high school kids play, there's a lot of outfield out there, particularly, of course, out to 405 in right center field.
Game brought to you by McCartney Corners. Like to congratulate the entire Potosi Cassville baseball team on an incredible season. McCartney Corners, Highway 133 in Cassville. Your 5-star dive bar for great food, drinks, and great time. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Zach Prochnow strikes out, 1 away. In the top of the 3rd inning, Potosi Cassville with a 1-0 lead, and we go back to the top of the order with number 4, Ben Prochnow.
Bailey Excavating, excellently executing your excavation projects, including fence line and site prep, waterways, dams, and demolition. Bailey Excavating in Potosi.
And the first pitch misses high and away for ball 1. Ben Prochnow, a lefty batter. Looks at that pitch right down the middle. Count is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 3rd inning. Potosi Cassville, 1 run on 3 hits. Reedsville, no runs on no hits. And this one fouled to the net in the backstop. Count goes to 1-2. Vogelsberg ready to deal the 1-2 offering. And this one blooped into shallow left field. Reed Weber unable to get to it in time. It's a bloop single for a base hit. It'll be the first base hit of the game for Reedsville. A 1-out single for Ben Prochnow. And that brings up Nathan Christensen. Or excuse me, Christensen is in the on-deck circle. Lucas Liddell coming up to the plate. Lucas Liddell showing bunt. Bauer throwing to second base on the pickoff attempt, and he is out! Umpire right there saying that he was out. I thought Ben Prochnow might have gotten under the tag, but Frederick able to apply the tag, catching the ball as Prochnow is sliding, and it's 2 away and a 1-0 count to Lucas Liddell.
Royal Bank is your community partner. To learn more about personal, business, and agricultural services, stop by either one of their branches or visit royalbank-usa.com. Royal Bank, your truly local community partner.
Lucas Liddell is 0 for 1. And umpire checking to see if he swung through. Appears he did not. Count goes to 2-0.
There are, by the way, 4 umpires here at State. 1 per base.
2-0 pitch by Vogelsberg sails high for ball 3.
Men's Bents and Dents. Downtown Potosi offers locally sourced meats and cheeses, groceries, and other home necessities. Check them out on Facebook for deals and special requests. Men's Bents and Dents.
And the 3-0 pitch finds the inner third of the strike zone. Count goes to 3-1. 2 out, nobody on. Top of the 3rd inning. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville nothing. The 3-1 misses away for ball 4. Lucas Liddell reaches base. Nathan Christensen, the catcher, will come up to the dish.
Ellen Equipment. Call Trevor Ellen at Ellen Equipment in Potosi for buying or selling any and all ag implements. Ellen Equipment in Potosi. We're also brought to you by Southwest Health. Over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Also, Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Laley Center Monroe.
Nathan Christensen was walked in his first at bat. Looks at the first pitch. Clips to the lower third of the strike zone for strike one.
Epic Construction. See Epic Construction for industrial or commercial building projects. Epic Construction, building quality, building trust, building a difference.
1 count to Nathan Christensen. Runner takes off for second. Pitches away, and Damian Bauer unable to catch it cleanly. And an uncontested steal for Lucas Liddell puts him in scoring position with a 1-1 count to Nathan Christensen.
Burnham Lumber in Rui. See Burnham Lumber for all your agricultural, commercial, or residential projects. Burnham Lumber in Rui. Pages and Parcels, the spot for books, unique gifts, and quick pack and ship services. Stop by to explore, ship, and discover something special today. Pages and Parcels, Potosi.
This one chopped over to shortstop. Frederick fields it cleanly, throws to first in time for the out. In the top of the third, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Potosi, Cassville 1, Reedsville nothing. PCF to bat next on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 4.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
Watch live and archived H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Laley Center Monroe high school sports video coverage all season on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Get the latest schedule at AM1590WPBL.com.
In Game 4.
Yalby Tubing, when you're ready for the ultimate tubing adventure, Yalby Tubing on the Grant River is the #1 tubing experience in Wisconsin. Now open 7 days a week. Plan your next adventure today at yalbytubing.com.
Granny Electric specializes in residential, agricultural, and commercial wiring for new construction, repairs, or maintenance. You can count on Granny Electric to make your electrical concerns go away. We're also brought to you by Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team. Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here.
Tyler Dictanis and Steve Prestegard with you with the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium. Potosi, Cassville 1, Reedsville nothing. Heading into the bottom of the third inning, Colton Vogelsberg, Ben Infield, and Reed Weber will lead things off for PC. The first pitch inside the strike zone in the inner third for a called strike. Colton Vogelsberg walked in his first at bat.
Shannon Marie Photography, specializing in wedding, senior, and newborn photography, serving the tri-state area. Learn more at shanmariephoto.com.
Vogelsberg chops this one over to the third base side. Jake Schwann will field it, guns it to first in time for the out. Vogelsberg retired 5-3. Brings up Ben Infield.
Playing the infield.
Third base specifically.
Our game today brought to you by 1906 Cocktail and Wine Bar in Platteville, Pilling Electric Service, PE Pump Service in Montfort, Edward Jones Reedsville Management in Platteville, Utter Brothers Creamery in Boscobel.
Ben Infield has to back away from the first pitch, misses inside for ball one. And the 1-0 offering. That one misses the strike zone, outer part of the zone. Count goes to 2-0. Ben Infield 0 for 1 on the game so far. And the 2-1 pitch. This one ripped over to short, and Ben Prochnow can't get his glove to it on time. Finds its way into shallow left field. That'll be a base hit. For Ben Infield, 1 on, 1 out. In the bottom of the third, Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville nothing.
At Driftless Coffee Company in Cassville, you'll find fresh brewed coffee, specialty beverages, and delicious food with welcoming small-town vibes. And they remind you to explore Cassville this summer. Driftless Coffee Company in Cassville. Too bad they don't deliver to Appleton.
Could definitely use it.
Yeah.
And Reed Weber chops this one over to second base. Chuck Muehlman's able to get it to first in time. That does move Ben Infield to second base. 1 on and 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville nothing. Potosi Cassville 1 run on 4 hits. Reedsville no runs on 1 hit. Both teams with 1 error in the game.
Chieftains have left 4 aboard, which is a little concerning at this point.
Riversar at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Struck out in his last at bat. An off-speed pitch misses upstairs for ball 1.
We're brought to you by Fritz's Burner Service in Darlington, Garthwaite Real Estate, and New Home Construction, McKeon Landscaping Services in Blanchardville, Saunders Oil Company, Warren, Illinois.
1-0 count. Golf swing attempt. Swings and misses. Count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike.
Okies Market in Cassville. Check out Okies, your local Surefine food center, where they'll carry out your groceries too. Okies Market in Cassville.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out, 1 on. And Riversar chops this one foul behind the catcher.
Chad, Laura, and the crew at Grant County Truck Bodies. See Grant County Truck Bodies in Kieler and GrantCountyTruckBodies.com. We're also brought to you by the Dodgeville Chronicle, Democrat Tribune, and Pecatonica Valley Leader, your local weekly newspaper for Dodgeville, Mineral Point, Barneville, Iowa, Grand Highland, River Valley, Pecatonica, and Argyle schools.
And Riversar's hit by a pitch to put him on base. So Riversar at first, Ben Infield at second. And that brings up Logan Roush. He had the big drop bunt that put Potosi Cassville in the lead against Seneca in the sectional semifinal game last Tuesday that scored Riversar. And Roush swings and misses at the first pitch. Count is 0-1. Logan Roush 0 for 1 on the game, was walked in his last at bat. And the 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2.
Couple of all-speed pitches there.
Lucas Lodell on the mound in place of the starting pitcher, Landon Mertz. Mertz now in left field.
Now, they could bring Mertz back if they wanted to.
Right.
But that is an interesting early decision.
Got been time called by the home plate umpire. Count is 0-2, 2 on, 2 out in the bottom of the third inning. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville nothing.
Vita Plus supports all local athletes. High school athletics provides leadership, sportsmanship, and team building opportunities. Vita Plus, Dodgeville, and Platteville.
The 0-2 pitch misses high and away for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, or 1 ball, 2 strikes, excuse me.
And we're brought to you by First Response Excavating and Grading in Bloomington. First Response Excavating and Grading in Bloomington.
The 1-2 pitch. This one popped up, shallow center field. Zane Prochnow backing up, and he will close the glove on it to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. We are through 3 innings at Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville nothing. The Panthers are up to bat next on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
What are you doing out there?
Come on!
I saw you at the game the other night. Yeah, you. Up there getting mad, acting like we're all out there making $1 million a game. Well, let me be real with you. This isn't the pros. It's school sports, and it's a game, our game. So please, let us play.
School sports fans, remember, when you cheer for your team, make noise for the right reasons. This message presented by the NFHS and the NIAAA.
And all student athletes in Wisconsin.
Whether it's medical, brain health, or dental care, Crescent Community Health Center is here for you. Our team provides high-quality, compassionate care for the whole family, no matter your insurance status. Looking for a new provider? We're here for you. Call 563-690-2850 to schedule your appointment today, or visit crescentchc.org to learn more. That's 563-690-2850 or crescentchc.org. Crescent Community Health Center. High-quality, compassionate care for all.
In Game 5.
Green Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on X1071 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We head to the top of the fourth inning. Potosi Cassville with a 1-run lead on the Reedsville Panthers, and the Panthers will send Chuck Mielmans to the plate, followed up by Jake Schwan and Caleb Schwan, we think. And the first pitch inside for ball one to the second baseman, Chuck Mielmans. Mielmans is 0 for 1.
Brought to you by Northland Buildings.
And this one lifted into shallow right field. Chris Vels will be there to make the play, 1 away.
And WCC Brands Custom Apparel and Kieler, WCC-brands.com. Also, Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City, coleacresgolfandgrill.com. Russell Law Offices, Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
Jack Schwan at the plate. And Schwan chops this one over to the third base side. Ben infield plays it cleanly, throws to first. In time for the out. Quickly 2 away in the top of the fourth, excuse me. Potosi Cassville with a 1-run lead.
We're brought to you by Bender Outdoors on the Square in Lancaster, Clear Reflections Window Cleaning Service in Platteville, Iverson Construction in Kieler, Veterinary Associates Hazel Green and Galena, Lyle Financial Group in Platteville, Haverland Heating and Cooling in Cuba City.
Lefty batter Caleb Schwan at the plate. Schwan shows bunt, pulls it back. Umpire calls it a strike right down the middle.
Century 21 affiliated in Boscobel. See Bobby Joe, Hans Allison, or Richard for all your real estate needs. Century 21 in Boscobel. Anytime Roofing. Visit AnytimeRoofingWI.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help you with your next roofing or siding project.
0-1 pitch misses the strike zone to make the count. 1-1 strike to Caleb Schwan. If he reaches base, Javen Matznick is in the on-deck circle for Reedsville. Vogelsberg with the nod, delivers the 1-1. In there for a strike. Count is 1-2.
Breckler Insurance Group for all your insurance needs. See Steve Lendeski at Breckler Insurance in Fenimore. Breckler Insurance serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years.
And time called before Vogelsberg could deal the 1-2 pitch.
Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist, Platteville, Dodgeville, and appliedmicro.biz.
The 1-2 upstairs. Count is 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on. In the top of the fourth, Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville nothing. That one in the dirt. Count goes full, 3-2.
Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's get the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Platteville. Lancaster. I've been there before, so I was looking at something. That was my problem. Lancaster is where Brian's is.
And the 3-2 popped up down the left field line, foul territory, and it's going to be off the netting. We'll do it again.
Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware, Bloomington and Platteville. CJ ATM Service. See Chuck Schneering for all your business and large-scale event ATM needs. Find CJ ATM Service on Facebook to learn more. CJ ATM Service in Platteville. West End Salvage in Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz and the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste to West End Salvage in Lancaster.
Full count to Caleb Schwan. Vogelsberg with the delivery. And this one lifted shallow right field, and it will be the second baseman, River Sar. Actually, no, first baseman, Lane Schaefer, closing the glove on it along the right field line to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down inning in the top of the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville nothing. PC up to bat next on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6.
This is Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing, LLC. Call us for free inspections on wind and hail damage. We do ag, home, and commercial metal applications. See our team for rubber membrane installation too. Tri-State Roofing offers several types of shingle applications, including impact-resistant shingles to guard against hail. All options are top-of-the-line products from reputable manufacturers and installed by our certified roof techs. Call Tri-State Roofing today.
DuTrack Community Credit Union invites you to the free Summer Kids movie series at Millennium Cinema in Platteville. Join them every Wednesday at 10 a.m. through July 29th for family favorites like Paddington in Peru, Lyle, Crocodile, Garfield, and a whole lot more. Sensory-friendly screenings are available. Bring your crew. Admission is free for the whole family. The free Summer Kids movie series every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. at Millennium Cinema in Platteville.
In Game 6.
Time for the McNett Electric halftime report for all your electrical needs. Call McNett Electric in Belmont. Potosi Cassville with a run in the first inning. And Colton Vogelsberg has made that stick to this point.
Potosi Cassville 1 run on 4 hits with 1 error. Reedsville no runs on 1 hit with 1 error, and the first pitch is going to be fouled off by Lane Schaefer, leading things off for Potosi Cassville in the bottom of the 4th. He'll be followed up by Christopher Vels, and then back to the top of the order with Alex Frederick.
Chieftains have left 6 runners on base, but they have the lead.
And the 0-1 pitch in there for a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Lane Schaefer. He's 0 for 1 on the game so far.
Vita Plus supports all local athletes. High school athletics provides leadership, sportsmanship, and team building opportunities. Vita Plus, Dodgeville, and Platteville.
And this one, line foul along the first base side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Count stays at 0-2.
Anytime Roofing. Visit AnytimeRoofingWI.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help with your next roofing or siding project. Weston Salvage in Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz and the Weston Salvage team for recycle as well as construction and demolition waste too. Weston Salvage in Lancaster, our scrapper of the game sponsor.
0-2 swung on, or no, is that going to be foul? And first base umpire says it's a swinging strike. Strike 3 for Lane Schaefer, 1 away in the bottom of the 4th.
Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique. They will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville.
Vels at the plate, pops this one up by the catcher, and a diving basket catch made by Nathan Christensen for Reedsville. Contact made by Vels, but unable to keep it in play, and a nice catch by Nathan Christensen behind the plate to get the second out of the inning, and we'll go back to the top of the order with Alex Frederick.
Brought to you by Community First Bank, viewing the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference of Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC.
Chopper to the third base side, and Jake Schwann gets it to Carter Preston in time. A 3-up, 3-down inning in the bottom of the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We go to the top of the 5th. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville nothing. More for Neuroscience Group Field after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7.
DuTrack Community Credit Union invites you to the free Summer Kids movie series at Millennium Cinema in Platteville. Join them every Wednesday at 10 a.m. through July 29th for family favorites like Paddington in Peru, Lyle, Crocodile, Garfield, and a whole lot more. Sensory-friendly screenings are available. Bring your crew. Admission is free for the whole family. The free Summer Kids movie series every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. at Millennium Cinema in Platteville.
What should you do when you get to the water park capital of the world? Get to a water park and get some waves. Get on a jet boat and get some speed. Get on a zip line and get from here to there. Boat tours, get on board. Dining, get seconds. Go-karts, get your motor running. Bring the whole gang and get together. Try something new and get your feet wet. Start planning the next trip when you can't get enough. Oh, I better stop before I get carried away. Wisconsin Dells, get here. Go to wisdells.com and plan your trip today.
In Game 7.
McCartney Corners would like you to congratulate the entire Potosi Cassville baseball team on an incredible season. Visit McCartney Corners, Highway 133 in Cassville, your 5-star dive bar for great food, great drinks, and great times.
Colt Vogelsberg still on the mound for Potosi Cassville, heading into the top of the 5th inning. In the first 4 innings of work, he's only allowed 1 hit, has allowed 2 walks, and has struck out 3 batters in 15 batters that he's faced.
Royal Bank is your community partner. To learn more about personal business and agriculture services, stop by one of their local branches or visit royalbank-usa.com. Royal Bank, your truly local community partner.
Javen Matznick at the plate for Reedsville, shows bunt, and I think that hit him. And they're going to say it hit off the knob of the bat. He's going to still be in the box. Count is 1-0.
Feels like a Tubin day right now.
It does, yeah. Certainly does here.
I don't have that one. Called strike.
Get to that one in just a second. 1 ball, 1 strike to Javen Matznick. Matznick shows bunt. Pitch misses away for ball 2. Yelby Tubin, when you're ready for the ultimate tubing adventure, Yelby Tubin on the Grant River is the #1 tubing experience in Wisconsin. Now open 7 days a week. Plan your next adventure today at yelbytubin.com. And this one ripped down the right field line, and Vels makes a jumping catch to make the play. Goodness gracious, the freshman doing work out in right field. 1 away in the top of the 5th. He's not the tallest kid by any stretch, but able to make a leaping catch out in right field to get the first out of the inning in the 5th. Brings up Carter Preston for the Reedsville Panthers. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 5th. Vogelsberg deals, and that one's upstairs for ball 1. Carter Preston golf swings and misses. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Tyler Dictanis, C. Prestegard with you with the best seat in the house. In the Ears Furniture broadcast booth on X1071 WPVL FM Platteville. That pitch down and away. 2 balls, 1 strike to Carter Preston. Has a 176 batting average coming into this game. That one misses outside for ball 3. Vogelsberg suddenly having a hard time finding the zone.
J&J Sandbar Cassville Casual Sports Bar offering pizza, burgers, and a buffet, plus breakfast, daily lunch specials, a variety of beer. Celebrate together at J&J Sandbar in Cassville.
The 3-1. In there for a called strike, a delayed strike call that runs the count full, 3-2. Carter Preston at the plate. And this one grounded over to the first base side. Lane Schaefer able to stop it and quickly tags first for the second out. Zach Prochnow coming up to the plate for Reedsville. 2 out, nobody on. Top of the 5th, Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville nothing.
We're brought to you by Claire Bank for their 8 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin.
And the first pitch inside, ball 1.
Men's Bents and Dents, downtown Potosi, offering locally sourced meats and cheeses, groceries, and other home necessities. Check them out on Facebook for details and special requests. Men's Bents and Dents.
The 1-0 pitch is high and inside for ball 2. Vogelsberg gives the nod. The 2-0 delivery. And that one just finds the strike zone, clipping the upper third for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out, nobody on. In the top of the 5th, Potosi Cassville with a 1-run lead. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Tried to chase that one outside, did Zach Prochnow.
Bailey Excavating, excellently executing your excavation projects, including fence line and site prep, waterways, dams, and demolition. Bailey Excavating in Potosi.
The 2-2. This one fouled over the backstop, over the netting, and over our booth. Actually, ricochets off the top of the booth and then back down to the stands. Look out below.
Ellen Equipment, call Trevor Ellen at Ellen Equipment in Potosi for buying or selling any and all ag implements. Ellen Equipment in Potosi.
Vogelsberg shakes off the first pitch, gives the nod for the second. Here's the 2-2 outside, ball 3.
Granny Electric in Platteville specializes in residential, agricultural, commercial wiring for new construction, repairs, and maintenance. You can count on Granny Electric to make your electrical concerns go away.
Payoff pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. Line out, ground out, strikeout. The Panthers go down in order in the top of the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville nothing. More from Fox City Stadium after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 8. Hey students, start your financial journey the right way with People's State Bank. Get $100 for opening a People's checking account. This account includes free debit card, online and mobile banking, ATM fee rebates, and much more at no cost to you. Visit one of their branches to get your account set up and mention this ad to get this offer. The $100 bonus will be deposited into the account within 7 business days after the account has been active for 3 months. To be considered active, the account must have a minimum of 10 transactions that post and settle within the first 3 months of the account opening date. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
It's the Make This the Summer sales event going on now at Turpin Motors. Financing as low as 0% with approved credit. No payment for 90 days. All qualified new vehicles come with a lifetime powertrain warranty with the Turpin Advantage. If we don't have the vehicle you're looking for, we'll deal or trade for it. Stop by and check out the great deals on new vehicles with no payment for 90 days. See dealer for details. The Make This the Summer sales event going on now at Turpin Dodge Ram and Jeep, JFK and Dodge Street in Dubuque.
In Game 8.
Epic Construction. See Epic Construction for industrial or commercial building projects. Epic Construction, building quality, building trust, building a difference. This has certainly been an epic performance to this point for Colton Vogelsberg, who is sailing along on a one-hitter. Am I right about that?
Yep, it's just 1 hit allowed so far for Colton Vogelsberg. Potosi Cassville 1 run on 4 hits. Each team with 1 error as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Damian Bauer, Colton Vogelsberg, and Ben Infield are due up to 2, 3, and 4 hitters. For Potosi Cassville, Damian Bauer at the dish, 2 for 2 on the game so far, trying to keep that streak going.
You would certainly like some insurance runs if you're a Chieftain fan.
And he's hit by a pitch.
Well, that's a start.
Well, he was hit by 4 pitches in the sectional final against Cochran Fountain City. And takes that one off the left elbow. And a base runner on for Potosi Cassville, bringing up Colton Vogelsberg.
I was covering Galena the last couple of weeks, and I kept hearing, "Wear it!" Now, that's easy enough to say when you're not at the plate, you know, and see, oh, look at that. I got stitches from a baseball stuck in my arm now.
Lucas Liddell with a pickoff attempt. Unsuccessful. Damian Bauer gets back to first base in time. Vogelsberg 0 for 1. He was also walked earlier in the game. And pops this one up. First base side. Carter Preston calling everyone off, and he'll close the glove on it for the first out.
Burnham Lumber in Rui. See Burnham Lumber for all your agricultural, commercial, and residential projects. Burnham Lumber in Rui. Pages and Parcels, the spot for books, unique gifts, and quick pack and ship services. Stop by to explore, ship, and discover something special today. Pages and Parcels in Potosi.
Ben Infield at the plate, another pickoff attempt, and the throw nearly gets away from the first baseman, Carter Preston, but able to recover. Holds Damian Bauer at first base. Ben Infield at the plate. He's 1 for 2.
Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ben Infield swings and misses at the first pitch.
Lely Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Lely Center Monroe.
Lucas Liddell checking Damian Bauer at first, now deals. That one's down and away for ball 1. Ben Infield at the plate, Reed Weber in the on-deck circle. Potosi Cassville with a 1-run lead, scoring their only run back in the first inning. And that pitch is low.
this is sort of old home week for me because the first team I ever covered in this area was Potosi baseball in 1988. They had a pitcher named Dave Vogelsberg and a catcher named Jay Weber, and same last names all these years later.
And this one hits a straightaway center field and will be caught. Great reaction by Zane Prochnow, able to quickly throw it back to the infield. Allowed out for Ben Infield, 2 away in the bottom of the 5th. Potosi Cassville with a 1-run lead. And that brings up number 4, Reed Weber.
Speaking of which, Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here.
Kaya Kirkenbush, the courtesy runner at first base for Damian Bauer. Reed Weber 1 for 2, has an RBI and a stolen base, and lifts this one down the left field line, and that will drop in foul territory about 2 feet off the left field line.
Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience yourself the difference at Community First Bank, CFBank.com. J&J Sandbar in Cassville, casual sports bar offering pizza, burgers, and a buffet plus breakfast, daily lunch specials, and a variety of beer. Celebrate together at J&J Sandbar in Cassville.
Reed Weber drove in the only run scored so far in this game and has an 0-1 count and lines this one and finds its way into shallow right center field for a base hit. Kirkenbush rounding second base, and he will hold up at third. Runners at the corners for Potosi Cassville with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Reed Weber now goes to 2 for 3 at the plate, and now a big opportunity for River Sar coming up to the dish.
Well, why don't you? I'll pick it up in a moment here.
All right. River Sar 0 for 1, had a strikeout. He was hit by a pitch and an uncontested stolen base for Reed Weber. Puts 2 runners in scoring position for Potosi Cassville with a 1-run lead.
McCartney Corners would like to congratulate the entire Potosi Cassville baseball team in an incredible season. Visit McCartney Corners, Highway 133 in Cassville, your 5-star dive bar for great food, great drinks, and great times.
The 0-1 pitch misses down and away for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 5th. Potosi Cassville with a 1-run lead.
And we're brought to you by Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin.
Lodell gets a nod from his catcher, Christensen. And River Sar chops this one over to the third base side. Great reaction by Jake Schwann. Throw to first in time for the out. Potosi Cassville leaves 2 stranded in scoring position. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 2 left on base. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville nothing. The Reedsville Panthers are out to bat next in our Division 4 state semifinal on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 9.
Summer is busy. We can help you stay ahead of the game and ready for the school year ahead. Grant Regional Community Clinic, with locations in Lancaster, Potosi, Cassville, and Fenimore, is offering WIAA sports physicals in June and July for your student athlete. Low cost, convenient hours, and all fees go directly back to your local school. Call 608-723-2131 to schedule your appointment soon so you can get back to enjoying summer. Grant Regional Community Clinic. Better health starts here.
Milk has been building champions for centuries. Research shows that real milk builds pregame muscle, and low-fat chocolate milk restores postgame muscle for athletes like few other beverages. That's why the pros know they're gonna need milk to fuel their performance. Learn their inspiring stories at GonnaNeedMilk.com. GONNA needmilk.com. Brought to you by Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin.
In Game 9.
High school baseball on X1071, sponsored by Yalby Tubin. When you're ready for the ultimate tubing adventure, Yalby Tubin on the Grant River is the #1 tubing experience in Wisconsin. Now open 7 days a week. Plan your next adventure today at YalbyTubin.com.
Well, this is a big inning because Potosi Cassville's Colton Vogelsberg will be facing the top of the order.
And the first pitch is going to be a called strike to Ben Prochnow. It's Prochnow, Lucas Lodell, and Nathan Christensen leading things off in the top of the 6th, 3rd time through the order for Vogelsberg. And the first pitch, or the second pitch, excuse me, Makes the count 1-1 strike.
Procknow's the only batter to have a base hit so far.
And the 1-1 pitch in there for a called strike. Nice pitch by Colton Vogelsberg. Ben Prochnow is 1 for 2. He was caught stealing earlier in the game. The 1-2. Inside and gets away from the catcher, Damian Bauer. Count goes to 2-2. Tyler Dictanis and Steve Prestegard with you on a gorgeous day here at Fox City Stadium, Neuroscience Group Field in Appleton.
Reedsville's had 2 runners get to second. That's been it.
And the 2-2 pitch somehow misses the strike zone. Don't know where that missed, but the count is full, 3-2.
May have been a little outside. Maybe.
Just a bit. Not by much.
Nope.
The payoff. Chopper over to the second base side. River Sar bobbles it and can't get it in time. And the tying run is on base for Reedsville. Guessing that would be an error against River Sar, and I believe that's his second error of the game.
Yeah, he had the error in the second inning. Third error for the Chieftains, but so far they have kept them away from home plate.
And now Lucas Liddell at the plate. Pickoff attempt, unsuccessful. Runner gets back in time. After the game, we'll have the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show. We'll pick out the Tri-Core Turning Point, West End Salvage Scrap at the game, and Herbst's Ace Hardware MVP. Liddell shows bunt, pulls it back. And the pitch is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Lucas Liddell. He's 0 for 1. He was walked earlier in the game and also stole a base.
Prochnow 12 of 14 in stolen bases, by the way.
And he takes off. And this one fouled back to the backstop. Prochnow's got to go back. Yeah, we don't know what the official pitch count is for Colton Vogelsberg either. There isn't a pitch count thing on the scoreboard. At least none that I can see.
It's not on the if it's there someplace, it's not on the scoreboard. It's somewhere else.
Yeah, it's not showing up on the live stats that you see on the screen on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
And how many people do we have watching us?
Last check, it was over 360 viewers on there. And this is a drop bunt on the third base side. Ben infield, throw to first. Gets he out there, throw to third. And the runner's safe. Great run there by Prochnow to get to third base. And the tying run is at third for Reedsville with 1 out. Talk about making something happen. Lucas Liddell dropping the bunt perfectly, bringing an infield from third base. They get the force out at first, but Prochnow is at third with 1 away in the top of the 6th inning in a 1-run game.
Now, Mound Conference, as they try to figure out how they want to handle this defensively with 1 out, I think if it's hit right at you, you throw to the plate.
Excuse me, currently on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, 428.
Now, you remember back in the old days of the NCAA basketball tournament streams where you could hit the boss button and there would be like this. Do you think that that's what, well, we're just checking out, these numbers or something like that. But we appreciate you're watching us and listening to us.
The stats kind of look like a spreadsheet if you're not paying that close enough attention to it. And the first pitch to Nathan Christensen, and Bauer loses the ball, but able to recover it. And Prochnow will stay put at third base. That could have been disastrous for Potosi Cassville. Tying run at third, go ahead run at the plate. Nathan Christensen is 0 for 1. He was walked earlier in the game. Vogelsberg gets the nod, checks Prochnow at third. The 1-0, outside, ball 2.
That's confidence in your catcher when you're throwing outside like that, trying to get the runner to chase, knowing that you have the tying run at third base.
Yeah, the heart of the order coming up for Reedsville as well. The 2-0. Inside, ball 3. Coming into the game, Nathan Christensen has a .444 batting average and an OPS of 1.156. He's driven in 23 RBI. Trying to make it 24 and tie the game up at 1. And this one lifted, and it will be fouled off down the right field side, out of play. 3 balls, 1 strike. But you can tell Christensen wanted to unload on that pitch. Just got under it a little too much. Vogelsberg gives the nod. And a pickoff attempt, and Prochnow safe just barely at third base. That was bang, bang.
I think Vogelsberg thought he was out.
I think a lot of Potosi Cassville fans thought he was out too. But again, an umpire at each base in the state tournament games here, right there to make the play. 3-1 the count to Nathan Christensen, runner at third with 1 out. And this one chopped over too short. Frederick fields it, throws to first in time for the out. That does drive in Ben Prochnow. We are tied at 1 in the top of the 6th inning.
Well, that's all right because you have exchanged a run for an out. So the game's tied now, and the bases are empty, and Vogelsberg can get out. Potosi Cassville has, of course, left 6 runners on base, which means they've gotten guys on, just haven't gotten them home, but hope that changes in the bottom of the 6th.
First pitch is a called strike to number 14, Chuck Millmans. Millmans coming into the game was a .431 batting average and an OPS of 1.031, and he has to get on his backside to duck away from that pitch. Count as 1 ball, 1 strike. Vogelsberg with the pitch, and this one popped up. And the shortstop, Frederick, will field it for the 3rd out of the inning. Reedsville scores 1 run with no hits, 1 error, and nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. We are tied at 1 run apiece. Reedsville 1, Potosi Cassville 1. Potosi Cassville up to bat next on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 10.
Trade out and trade up with the Gia Milking Performance promotion at Fuller's Milker Center. For a limited time, trade out your old milking units and liners and immediately benefit by trading up to a better milking performance at substantial savings. Choose from the Gia IQ milking unit or the classic 300E milking unit, both available with a GQ liner package. Plus, save if you need to swap Jetter cups too. Contact Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your Gia dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center to find out how you can save big trading out and trading up on new Gia milking equipment technology.
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
In game 10.
Grant Regional Health Center and People State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our Division 4 state semifinal game is tied at 1. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville 1. Potosi Cassville up to bat in the bottom of the 6th. Logan Roush, Lane Schaefer, and Chris Vels are due up for PC.
Chieftains have left 8 runners on base. But all they need is to get one of them home in the next 2 innings. Or one of the next 2 innings.
Logan Rush fouls off the first pitch to the netting in the backstop. Count is 0-1. Logan Rush 0 for 1. Was walked earlier in the game. Reedsville getting their first run in the top half of the 6th frame. And that one misses outside for ball 1.
Don't forget this afternoon at 4:10. Dodgeville and St. Croix Falls in the Division III state tournament on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
And the 1-1 pitch misses for ball 2.
That gives them, 6 hours to find somebody to announce that game?
Yeah, hopefully someone's nearby. Count is 2-1. Yeah, check swing. Did he go? And they're going to say, no, he didn't. Logan Roush gets the bat back in time. 3 balls, 1 strike. The leadoff batter in the bottom of the 6th in a tie game. The 3-1 offering in there for a called strike. Nice pitch by Lodell. And the bottom of the order due up for Potosi Cassville in a tie ball game. Logan Roush fouls this one back to stay alive. Count stays at 3-2. Looking forward to that game this afternoon, Steve, between Dodgeville and St. Croix Falls. Pat Riley getting to state for the first time in his outstanding coaching career. One of the proverbial ones to root for at the state tournament. Swung on a miss for strike 3. Logan Roush strikes out. And now Lane Schaefer, one of the freshmen in this Potosi Cassville lineup, coming up to the plate. Looks at the first pitch, misses outside for ball 1.
Yeah, Pat Riley was on the last state team for Dodgeville back in 1963 as a player.
The 1-0 pitch misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Lane Schaefer. 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 6th. Tied at 1. And the 2-0 pitch misses the strike zone. Count is 3-0. Lane Schaefer at the plate. Chris Vels on deck. And the 3-0 pitch clips the outer third of the strike zone to make the count 3-1. Potosi Cassville 1 run on 5 hits with 2 errors. Reedsville 1 run on 1 hit with 1 error. And Lane Schaefer looks at the 3-1 to make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three-two pitch, down and away for ball 4. Lane Schaefer reaches base on a walk. The go-ahead run is on base for Potosi Cassville in the bottom of the 6th.
Now, the interesting question is, are you going to bunt him over with 1 out? You could. Then that means you have to get the top of your order to get him home.
We'll see what they decide to do with the other freshman, Chris Vels, at the plate. He looks at the first pitch, eye level outside for ball 1.
And the obvious other question is, are they going to send Schaefer from first? I have to think they will.
Pickoff attempt, Schaefer back to first base in time.
And Reedsville thinks that's what they're going to do because of the back-to-back pickoff attempts.
One 1-0 pitch. Vels backs away. Count goes to 2-0. Lane Schaefer, the runner at first. Chris Vels at the plate. Alex Frederick in the on-deck circle for Potosi Cassville. Tied at 1.
Infield or the outfield playing in quite a bit.
And that pitch is a called strike. 2-1 the count on Chris Vels.
If he could hit it to left center field, that might actually be able to score Schaefer from first. That's how close they're playing.
2-1. Vels looks at that one away for ball 3. Boy, if Vels can reach base with just 1 out and Alex Frederick coming up to the plate, that is huge for Potosi Cassville. Another pickoff attempt. Lane Schaefer gets back to first base in time. Count stays at 3-1 to Chris Vels.
Reedsville can obviously read the scorebook based on those 3 throws.
And that is going to be a called strike 2. Just clipped the upper third. Full count to Chris Vels, the right fielder.
Runner might be going now.
And they're going to say it's a called strike 3. Got Chris Vels looking. Ball caught the inner third of the strike zone. 1 on and 2 out in the bottom of the 6th. Tie ball game at 1. Alex Frederick comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He was walked earlier.
Reached on an error in the first.
And lifts this one into right field, and that drops for a base hit on the right field line. Schaefer goes to third, runners at the corners, and the go-ahead run is at third for Potosi Cassville with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Huge hit by Alex Frederick. That one felt like it was hanging in the air for such a long time, but then just dove at the last second. The right fielder, Caleb Schwann, couldn't get there in time, and now the catcher, Damian Bauer, coming up to the plate.
Well, the other thing here is you got Frederick at first. Second base is open. If you have Frederick go to second, he'll get there uncontested. And then they would probably walk Bauer because he's been on 3 times today.
And now a mound conference for Reedsville.
And they're talking about exactly that, I have to think. Again, if you got runners on first and third, you send Frederick to second. He'll get there without a throw, but that leaves first base open, and they would walk Bauer to face Vogelsberg.
Right.
So the wheels are kind of spinning right now in the bottom of the 6th with a 1-1 tie in the state semifinal.
Damian Bauer is 2 for 2, and he was hit by a pitch in his last at bat.
He has the only run scored.
Yep.
For the Chieftains today.
And the Potosi Cassville fans coming to their feet. Potosi Cassville along the right field side. Reedsville to our left.
Outfield has backed up, although they're still playing kind of in close, don't you think?
A little bit.
Of course, this is a big outfield here.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're concerned about having a ball hit over their heads.
By comparison to the other fields that they played on this year. And the first pitch is inside for ball 1 to Damian Bauer. Lane Schaefer, the runner at third. Alex Frederick at first base for Potosi Cassville. 2 out in the bottom of the 6th in the tie ball game. And the 1-0 pitch finds the strike zone right down the middle for strike 1. Huge moment for Potosi Cassville in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-1 offering, check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 2. Damian Bauer with a 1-2 count. Alex Frederick at first, Lane Schaefer at third. The 1-2 upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You might see Frederick take off now from first.
Odell checking Frederick at first and time called at home plate. Damian Bauer going to adjust his gloves and step back into the box. Two balls, 2 strikes to Damian Bauer. Colton Vogelsberg on deck. The 2-2 pitch. Frederick takes off, and he will steal second base uncontested. The count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 runners in scoring position for Potosi Cassville in the bottom of the 6th. Liddell shakes off the first pitch, gives the nod for the second. The payoff hits him. Bases are loaded for Potosi Cassville with Colton Vogelsberg coming up to the plate.
That's the second time he's been hit. Again, where's one for the team?
And Bauer will go back to the dugout, get his catcher's gear on. Kaya Kirkenbush will run the bases for him. Lane Schaefer at third, Alex Frederick at second, Kaya Kirkenbush at first, and Colton Vogelsberg coming up to the plate. And he's going to have a brief chat with head coach Tony Livefried on the third base side. Huge spot. Definitely looking to help his own cause. Potosi Cassville 1 run on 6 hits with 2 errors. Reedsville 1 run on 1 hit with 1 error. Vogelsberg has been outstanding on the mound today for Potosi Cassville, and an opportunity to drive in a couple runs and put Potosi Cassville ahead potentially sending them to the state championship on Thursday. And the first pitch, a called strike right down the middle. Vogelsberg is 0 for 2. He was walked earlier in the game.
Now, conversely, the left fielder is playing way back now.
The 0-1. Vogelsberg thought about swinging, but it missed away. Count goes to 1-1.
And they're about the same distance in center and right. A lot of room in left center right now.
And Vogelsberg lifts this one, center field. Zane Prock now giving chase, and he will close the glove on it to end the inning. Potosi Cassville, no runs on one hit, no errors. They leave the bases loaded. We go to the 7th. We are tied at 1. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville 1. More for Neuroscience Group Field after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 11.
DuTrack Community Credit Union invites you to the free Summer Kids movie series at Millennium Cinema in Platteville. Join them every Wednesday at 10 a.m. through July 29th for family favorites like Paddington in Peru, Lyle, Crocodile, Garfield, and a whole lot more. Sensory-friendly screenings are available. Bring your crew. Admission is free for the whole family. The free Summer Kids movie series every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. at Millennium Cinema in Platteville.
What happened to customer service? You're expected to check yourself out at the store, you're expected to pay 3% extra to use credit cards, and you're expected to unbox your own mattress and set it up yourself. Well, not at Dubuque Mattress. Hi, this is Doug Dolter with Dubuque Mattress. At Dubuque Mattress, customer service is alive and well. When you buy a mattress from us, we take care of everything. We deliver, set up, and get rid of the old mattress for you. We don't charge for using credit cards, and we offer free financing. Dubuque Mattress, for the rest of your life.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
In Game 11.
Top of the 7th inning in the WIAA Division IV State Semifinal. Potosi, Cassville, and Reedsville are tied at 1 run apiece. Jake Schwan, Caleb Schwan, and Javen Matznick due up for Reedsville, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the order. Tyler DeCantis and Steve Prestegard with you. With the best seat in the house in the Ears Furniture broadcast booth, we are in the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers broadcast booth.
Of course it's the best.
Yeah, it is certainly the best seat in the house.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Great accommodations. Thanks to Todd Clark and the entire staff at the WIAA for helping us get our radio and enhanced audio stream live on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Colton Vogelsberg gives the nod, set to deliver the first pitch to Jack Schwan, and the first pitch sails high for ball 1. Jake Schwan is 0 for 2 at the plate so far today. Vogelsberg deals, fouled back to the netting at the backstop. Count goes to 1-1. After our game, we'll have the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show, the Tri-Core Turning Point, West End Salvage Scrapper of the game, Herm's Ace Hardware MVP. Then we'll set the table for the second game that we will have on Queen Bee Radio. We'll have Dodgeville taking on St. Croix Falls around 4:30 on 97.7 Country WGOR. The 1-1 pitch finds the outer third of the strike zone to make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jake Schwan. The 1-2. Defensive swing lifted to shallow right field. Chris Vell's there to make the play. And the freshman right fielder makes another out for Potosi Cassville. He's had a very active day in the right field part of the field.
Yeah, you start the year as a freshman, don't know how much you're going to play on varsity. Here you're playing the state championship.
Caleb Schwan coming up to the plate, a lefty batter. Steps into the box. Vogelsberg set to deal. And this one hit right back, and it's off the ankle of Vogelsberg. Finds its way into shallow center field. A 1-out hit puts the go-ahead run on base for Reedsville. Just the second hit allowed on the game by Vogelsberg. I thought it hit off his ankle, but it might have hit off the mound as it took a weird hop on a comeback hit. But 1 on and 1 out in the top of the 7th in a 1-1 game. Javen Matznick now at the plate. He's 0 for 2, struck out earlier in the game. Swings and misses at the first pitch.
Well, I was going to say that Reedsville's probably going to play one run here, but he was swinging to try to hit it to Kokana, so
Right.
maybe not.
The wind would carry it to Kokana, the way the flags look like in the outfield. Pickoff attempt. Throws off line. Lane Schaefer can't apply the tag. Count stays at 0-1. Very tense here at Neuroscience Group Field. A 1-1 game and a drop bunt, but it's going to be foul on the third base side. Yeah, it looked like a very late bunt attempt. Just got his bat down in time, but couldn't keep the ball in play. Count goes to 0-2.
Now you're really playing with fire if you try to bunt 0-2, because obviously if the bunt is foul, that's strike 3.
Right. Caleb Schwann, the runner at first base for Reedsville. Tied at 1 in the top of the 7th state semifinal. And this one lined foul down the left field line, and that goes into the Steinhoffel's relax seats, which nothing relaxing if you're taking a ball with an exit velocity of over 100 coming at your face.
In a 1-1 tie in the 7th inning.
Right.
What could be relaxing about that?
Vogelsberg with the 0-2. Swung on a miss for strike 3. And a stolen base for Caleb Schwann. So Schwann is in scoring position, representing the go-ahead run for Reedsville. 1 on and 2 out. Brings up number 7, Carter Preston. Damian Bauer with a quick conversation with Colton Vogelsberg at the mound. Vogelsberg checking Schwann at second base, and a golf swing and miss for strike 1 for Carter Preston. The 0-1 pitch. This one fouled off over the right field line and over the building on the right side. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 on in the top of the 7th. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville 1 in our Division 4 state semifinal. Vogelsberg 1 strike away from giving PC the opportunity to come to the plate. The 0-2, swung on a miss for strike 3. Vogelsberg gets the big strikeout, ends the threat. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Reedsville 1, Potosi Cassville 1. PC up to bat. They'll try to win it in the bottom of the 7th on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 12.
Speeding and reckless driving are leading causes of injuries and deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Whether you're an athlete or a spectator, control your drive on our streets, county roads, and highways to keep all travelers safe. Don't speed. Don't be reckless. Zero in Wisconsin. Together, we can save lives. This message from the Queen Bee Radio family of stations and the WIAA.
Come on over to Adventureland. You're gonna have a fun-filled day.
Don't miss our most thrilling summer yet. There's unforgettable fun for everyone, with rides and slides of all shapes and sizes. Plus, special events all year. Get 2 parks for 1 price with Adventure Bay at the home of Iowa's best thrills. Save $30 during the July 4th sale. Keep your cool at Adventure Bay Water Park.
You're gonna love it at Adventureland.
In Game 12.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Skinless Gutters and Overhead Doors on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Tie game at 1. In the bottom of the 7th, the Ben infield lines one to third base. Great reaction by Jake Schwann at third, catching that one at his waist to get the first out of the inning. That was a loud hit. Had an opportunity to drop, but Jake Schwann there with the quick reaction, one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, the Chieftains have left 11 runners aboard, and they've committed 3 errors, and all of that will be forgiven if they can get a run here in the bottom of the 7th.
Reed Weber at the plate. He'll be followed up by River Star in the on-deck circle. And this one fouled off by Weber. Count is 0-1. Reed Weber's 2 for 3, had an RBI and 2 stolen bases on the game. The 0-1. This one popped up sky high over to the shortstop. Ben Prochnow calls everyone off, and he will close the glove on it for the second out of the inning.
He had some trouble with that.
Yeah, he was looking directly into the sun as he was looking to haul that one in. Quickly 2 away. And now River Star coming up to the dish, trying to extend the inning for PC. Looks at the first pitch, and it's low for ball 1. River Star, the righty batter. Defensive swing fouled off, goes into the netting along the Potosi Cassville dugout on the right field line. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. River Star 0 for 2, had a strikeout and was hit by a pitch. And the 1-1 pitch misses outside for ball 2 with some groans from the Reedsville fans. The 2-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. They say it was a foul tip. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 7th. River Star trying to extend the inning for PC. And he's hit by a pitch. The winning run is on board. Second time he's been hit by a pitch today. And now Logan Roush, the lefty batter, coming up to the dish. The winning run at first for Potosi Cassville in the bottom of the 7th. Lucas Lodell, the pitcher, pickoff attempt. Unsuccessful. River Star gets under the tag.
Roush is a left-handed hitter. If he could hit it to right center, game's going to be over. Because there's a lot of room in right center.
Logan Roush, one of the 4 seniors, and this one fouled into the netting, nearly going over the top of the netting into the stands. But ricochets off one of the clips, holding the netting up. Count is 0-1.
Now that's play-by-play right there, showing the exact place it went off the net. We're all locked in now.
The 0-1 offering swung on and missed. And an attempted steal. River Star gets to second base in time. Ball took a couple hops before reaching the shortstop, Ben Prochnow.
Yeah, that was a rather casual throw to second base.
The winning run in scoring position for Potosi Cassville, but an 0-2 count to Logan Roush. Can he come through? The 0-2 pitch fouled off. Logan Roush protects the plate. We'll do it again. Boy, just an inning ago, Potosi Cassville fans were rabid, and now everyone is just on the edge of their seat. The 0-2. This one popped up over to short and will be caught by Prochnow to end the inning. 7 innings is not enough. Potosi Cassville and Reedsville are still tied at 1. The Panthers will bat in the top of the 8th after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 13, contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
Streaming on this Queen Bee radio station is powered by Cunis, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Platteville. The Cunis Service Department cares for all makes and models. Open Monday through Saturday with shuttles and loaner vehicles available too. Head to Cunis in Platteville.
In game 13.
We head to the top of the 8th inning. And we have a pitching change for Potosi Cassville. Reed Weber will now pitch. For Potosi Cassville, Reed Weber on the season has pitched 51 innings, has a 4-3 record, has 5 saves on his stat line, 18 walks, 61 strikeouts, an ERA of 1.51, a whip of 1.37, and an opponent batting average of 260. And he will face Carter Preston, Ben Prochnow, and Lucas Lodell to lead things off in the top of the 8th. Tied at 1 on our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Tyler Dutanis and City Press Guard with the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium. Zach Prochnow set to lead things off. I keep forgetting that I messed up the order on the live stats. But Zach Prochnow at the dish. Prochnow 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, and Reed Weber deals the first pitch. Misses the strike zone in the upper third for strike 1, or ball 1, excuse me.
Well, you know, Tony Leifried mentioned all the left-handed hitters for Reedsville.
And the 1-0 pitch finds the strike zone to make the count 1-1.
And they are now facing a left-handed pitcher, and you have to think that doesn't happen very often.
And the 1-1 shows bunt, gets the bat back, and the pitch misses low for ball 2.
So you kind of wonder how the batters are going to, all these lefties are going to do facing against a left-hander who, left-handers just kind of throw a little awkward.
And this one lined to short, and a jumping catch by Alex Frederick at shortstop. A great athletic reaction by Frederick at short to prevent the potential line base hit by Prochnow. And that brings up Ben Prochnow. We go back to the top of the order for Reedsville. 1 away in the top of the 8th. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville 1. Reedsville at the plate. And the off-speed pitch by Reed Weber misses upstairs for ball 1. The 1-0. Missed outside for ball 2. Just missed.
I believe Vogelsberg is out in left field now, replacing Weber as he came in to pitch.
Vogelsberg is at first base.
Okay, first.
Yep. Then Chris Vels is at left. Logan Roush at center. Ainsley Tasker in right. And the 2-1 pitch finds the strike zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ben Prochnow of Reedsville. Prochnow's 1 for 3. He's scored the only run for Reedsville. And this one fouled off down the left field line, and it's going to go into the stands. Count stays at 2-2.
This is tough for the batters anyway because they faced a right-handed guy who was throwing mostly fastballs, and now they have a left-hander who is throwing breaking balls.
And now the sun's starting to peek back out again behind home plate. 2-2. That one fouled into the netting.
And the good thing the netting is there.
There's netting, and then there's glass, and then there's my glasses. That would prevent my face from being injured. The 2-2. In there for a called strike 3. Got him looking. Nice pitch by Reed Weber. Two up, two down in the top of the eighth. Still tied at 1. Lucas Lodell, the pitcher, coming up to the plate. Another lefty batter. Facing off against the lefty pitcher, Reed Weber. First pitch. Down the middle for strike 1.
Boy, Weber's got to feel really great about getting to face 3 left-handers in a row.
The 0-1 just missed high for ball 1.
I mean, you notice the arc that he has on his pitches.
Mm-hmm.
They're just kind of waiting and ploop.
It's kind of an awkward-looking release. And this one fouled back into the netting.
Somebody once said a theory that I think is ridiculous, that left-handers are hard to hit because they throw against the rotation of the earth, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I can see that. Time called. Liddell's 0 for 1. And this one popped up and playable, but it will find the dirt along the warning track in front of the Reedsville dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out.
And again, in addition to this being a very large ballpark, 325 down the lines and 405 out to right center, there's a lot of foul territory that you do not see in most high school fields.
At the home of the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. The 1-2. Defensive swing fouled off. Great job by Lucas Liddell to stay alive for Reedsville. We'll do it again, 1-2.
This park was built in 1995. I was there for the first game. It lasted 5 innings and was called because of snow.
Typical.
Not a pleasant night.
And this one chopped over to second base. Riversar fields it, throws to Vogelsberg in time for the out. A 3-up, 3-down inning in the top of the 8th. Potosi, Cassville 1, Reedsville 1. Potosi, Cassville will try to win it in the bottom of the 8th after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 14.
Steve Schmidt's Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton has unique team treasures. They have over 25,000 signed sports cards, plus autographed photos, bobbleheads, caps, signed baseballs, and more. That's Steve Schmidt's Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton.
Hello, Dr. Matt here from Cuba City Family Dental. Something we take pride in is having 3 state-of-the-art facilities in Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington. Our investment in the latest technology and innovative services allows us to provide top-notch dental care to our area families. Take control of your oral health and make an appointment with our team, and let's make your smile the best it can be. Contact Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental now, and let's start this journey together. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpvl.com.
In game 14.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We are in extra innings in the WIAA Division IV State Semifinal. Potosi, Cassville 1, Reedsville 1. Potosi, Cassville 1 run on 6 hits with 2 errors. Reedsville 1 run on 2 hits with 1 error. Lane Schaefer, Chris Vels, and Alex Frederick are due up for Potosi Cassville, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters in the order.
Chieftains have left 12 runners on base. Everybody has gotten on base at least once, except for Vels. But again, they get a run here. Everyone will forgive that.
Schaefer looks at the first pitch. It's away for ball 1. Lodell's still on the bump for Reedsville.
Remember, he came in the second inning.
And that pitch right down the middle for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lane Schaefer. 0 for 2 on the game. Was walked and struck out earlier in the game as well. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Nice breaking ball pitch there by Lodell. Winner of this game takes on the winner of Columbus Catholic and Loyal. That game follows this one. And the 1-2 pitch misses outside.
Interesting fact about that game, they're both from the same conference, the Clover Belt East.
Yeah. And the 2-2 misses upstairs. Count is full. 3-2 to Lane Schaefer. In the bottom of the 8th inning, Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville 1. A run in this inning for Potosi Cassville wins it and sends them to the state championship on Thursday morning, and he's hit by a pitch. The winning run is on base with nobody out. Lane Schaefer. 5th hit by pitch of the game for Reedsville. The winning run at first for Potosi Cassville.
We're going to see a pinch runner here. Tony Lightfried talking to the home plate umpire. Or a pinch hitter.
Yep, Chris Vels is going to head to the dugout. And that will bring up Evan Brewer, number 28. Evan Brewer does not have a batting average coming into this one, has an OPS of 368. Has 1 RBI, 9 strikeouts, and 1 stolen base on his stat line for the season.
This screams bunt.
No doubt. 1 on, nobody out in the bottom of the 8th. Winning run at first base. Showing bunt is Brewer. This one popped up and a diving catch by Lodell, sliding back to first, and the ball gets away. Schaefer goes to second, going to third. The throw, not in time. The winning run's at third for Potosi Cassville. A great diving catch by Lodell on the bunt attempt, but an errant throw is offline, rolls to the right field wall, and the winning run goes to third base. Alex Frederick coming up to the plate to try and drive him home.
Now, if you were the Atlanta Braves from the 1990s and Bobby Cox was your manager and say you were in Game 7 of the 91 World Series, you would walk Frederick and Bauer to load the bases. There's 1 out. That sets up a double play. And let's see if they're going to do that. I think at minimum you walk Frederick because that brings the double play possibility, unless, of course, Frederick then steals second base, which would probably be without a throw.
He is the program's all-time leader in stolen bases, or at least single-season stolen bases, I should say.
And if you throw to second, obviously you were just inviting Brewer to run home from third.
Lane Schaefer represents the winning run at third, and the first pitch is outside, or catches the outer third of the strike zone for strike 1.
No, they're not going to do that.
The 0-1 offering. This one chopped over to short. The throw home, sliding, and the runner's out. Schaefer tried to go for it, but a great reaction by the shortstop, Ben Prochnow, getting it to Nathan Christensen in time. Lane Schaefer tagged out at home plate, 2 away, but still a runner at first for Potosi Cassville.
Well,
it was the right idea, just not the greatest execution.
That ball was hit a little too hard.
Yeah.
For that. Well, now you got Frederick at first. I think he's going.
Damian Bauer at the plate. Bauer 2 for 2. He was walked and hit by a pitch twice. Pickoff attempt. Frederick gets back to first in time.
And again, Reedsville thinks he's going.
It's kind of assumed that if he's on first base, he's going to second. And Bauer lines this one on the third base side, and it's fouled just barely. Just hooked on the foul side of the third base. 1 on, 2 out in the bottom of the 8th inning in our Division IV state semifinal. We are tied at 1. Damian Bauer at the plate looks at the 0-1 pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alex Frederick still at first base for Potosi Cassville. Colton Vogelsberg in the on-deck circle. Pitched an outstanding game for Potosi Cassville. Starting, Reed Weber took over in the 8th inning. Vogelsberg now at first base for PC. Lucas Liddell gets a new ball from the home plate umpire. 1 ball, 1 strike to Damian Bauer. Another pickoff attempt, and Frederick back in time. Reedsville doing everything they can to make sure that Frederick doesn't get to second. Frederick takes off. This one chopped over to short. Ben Procknell throw to first in time for the out. 8 innings. We are still tied. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville 1. The Panthers up to bat in the top of the 9th on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-match 1.
It's time for the Tri-State Roofing postgame show. This is Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing, LLC. Call us for free inspections on wind and hail damage. We do ag, home, and commercial metal applications. See our team for rubber membrane installation too. Tri-State Roofing offers several types of shingle applications, including impact-resistant shingles to guard against hail. All options are top-of-the-line products from reputable manufacturers and installed by our certified roof techs. Call Tri-State Roofing today.
Kohl's Father's Day gifts are so good, Dad won't be able to stop bragging about them. To his friends, to his barber, to the server who did not ask. He'll even brag to you, the person who literally bought it for him. From comfy polos to stylish shoes and more, plus 20% off across the store. Get gifts Dad'll be talking about for months at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. You've been warned. Select styles. Offer ends June 21st. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Progressive knows you could have easily taken the freeway, but you took the scenic route to see a waterfall and an oddly busy boiled peanut stand. Discovering the unexpected is exactly why you bought an RV, so protect it with a bundle from Progressive. Because although you may be 3 hours behind schedule, you're 6 jars of jam richer and possibly enrolled in a butter-churning workshop. Switch to Progressive and protect your RV, boat, or motorcycle by bundling with your home or auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Post-match 1.
We go to the top of the 9th inning. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville 1 on our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. We are out of commercial breaks to take. We will be with you until the end. First pitch in the top of the 9th inning is right down the middle for a called strike. Nathan Christensen leading things off, followed by Chuck Muellmans and Jake Schwann. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for Reedsville in the top of the 9th. And that pitch misses low for ball 1.
When we were on the way up here last night, you said, things never said by anybody, we have too much pitching.
Yep.
Nobody's ever said that. And this game...
Check swing, did he go? He did not. Count as 2-1.
You know, you got a state championship game, or, well, state tournament game. You've got extra innings. You got the pitch count rules. There is no such thing as enough pitching.
And the 2-1 grounded over to the third base side. Ben infield with the play. Throws to first in time. Easy play. Christensen's retired. 5-3. 1 away in the top of the 9th. Again, the winner of this game takes on either Columbus Catholic or Loyal. Those watching on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, you can stay on YouTube and head over to Zaleski Sports for coverage of that game. A speed pitch inside, ball 1.
Only if we let him set up, though. You know, if we squatters' rights, don't let him over here, you know. They watch a fight break out in the press box.
Yeah, we can't live stream that. This one chopped over to short, and it's through the glove of Alex Frederick. And a 1-out single puts a runner on for Reedsville. Now, I'm curious if they're going to rule that an error. It looks like they put an error on the scoreboard. So it is an error on Alex Frederick that puts the go-ahead run on base for Reedsville with 1 out in the top of the 9th.
4th error of the game by the Chieftains.
Pickoff attempt. Reed Weber throws to Colton Vogelsberg, and Chuck Mielmans didn't even take half a step off the bag. One-0 pitch. Catches the inner third of the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 on, 1 out in the top of the 9th. Tie ball game at 1. Potosi Cassville 1 run on 6 hits. Reedsville 1 run on 2 hits. And Reed Weber's pitch misses downstairs. Count goes to 2-1. Tyler Dictanis and Steve Pressegard with you for the first game that we'll have on Queen Bee Radio today. We'll also have Dodgeville taking on St. Croix Falls in Division 3. That one originally scheduled around 4:30. You have a feeling that it's not going to be that.
For different reasons than the first reason we thought it
right.
wouldn't be that.
The 2-1 pitch. Missed outside. Count is 3-1 to Jack Schwann. Jack Schwann at the plate. Caleb Schwann on deck. Chuck Mielman's the runner at first base for Reedsville. And this one lined to straightaway center field. Logan Roush there to make the play. And that will be out number 2. Caleb Schwann, the right fielder. Another lefty coming up to the plate to face off against the lefty pitcher, Reed Weber.
Chieftains will have, by the way, the 3, 4, 5 batters due up in the bottom of the 9th inning.
It's Vogelsberg, infield, and Weber. And time called by Caleb Schwann.
And again, if you're a left-handed batter seeing Weber for the first time, this is not easy.
And that pitch in the dirt gets away from Bauer, and he will throw it to second base. Throws offline and not in time, so a stolen base for Chuck Mielmans puts the go-ahead run in scoring position with 2 out in the top of the 9th inning. Tyler Dictanis and Steve Pressegard with you with the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by Lely Center Monroe and H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical.
Little pitcher-catcher conversation there briefly.
Schwann back in the box with a 1-0 count on Reed Weber. Weber checking the runner at second. And delivers. Swung on a miss. Strike 1. What a pitch by Weber. One ball, 1 strike. Caleb Schwann at the plate. Jeevan Matsnick on deck. The 1-1 just missed outside. 2-1 the count. After the game, we'll have the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show with the Tri-Core Turning Point, which we have yet to see. The Hermstays Hardware MVP and the West End Salvage Scrapper of the game. Reed Weber with the pitch, and this one fouled off, and will go into the stands. And no one hurt, thankfully.
Didn't hear it hit anything. Of course, that can mean it hit somebody because human body is softer than chairs and concrete and steel and all that.
I do have to question some people's survival skills, just ducking their head away from it. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Caleb Schwann, and that one's away for ball 3. Count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 on in the top of the 9th. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville 1 in our Division 4 state semifinal. Winner goes to the state championship on Thursday morning. The payoff. Low for ball 4. 2 runners on for Reedsville in the top of the 9th. Chuck Millman's at second. Caleb Schwan at first. Now Javen Matznick coming up to the plate.
He's another lefty who, remember, on his last at-bat was trying to swing for Little Shoot.
Yeah. And now it looks like Reedsville's going to send someone from their dugout to go warm up.
Well, you figure that since he came in the second inning, that Lodell's got to be close to his pitch limit. That is what happens when you have a game that has gone so far into the 9th inning.
And instead of Javen Matznick, it's going to be number 5, Ethan Sebo, coming up to the plate. Sebo, a 136 batting average, an OPS of .422. The first pitch right down the middle for strike 1. 2 on, 2 out, top of the 9th, tie ball game at 1. Weber delivers. This one chopped over to the third base side. Ben Enfield plays it cleanly, throws to first in time for the out. The Panthers leave 2 stranded. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Potosi, Cassville 1, Reedsville 1. Grant Regional Health Center People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Tyler Dictanis and Steve Prestegard with the best seat in the house in the Ears Furniture broadcast booth. We have had an entertaining game here for a game that's 1-1. It's been action-packed for both teams here today.
Well, stakes, 2 teams that haven't been here for a long time. Well, in Reedsville's case, they've never been here before. Potosi Cassville has never been here as a co-op team.
Of course, we did see Reedsville win the state championship in boys basketball earlier this year. Many familiar names from that squad on this team as well.
Yeah, and our opinion, I think, about that would be great. They won state in basketball. They don't need to win it today.
Right. Unbiased analysis.
We're no bias at all for us. Yeah.
Potosi Cassville, the number 2 seed, playing as the home team today. Again, they will play the winner of Columbus Catholic and Loyal. That game will follow this one whenever this one ends. Again, we are in the bottom of the 9th inning, and the heart of the order coming up for Potosi Cassville. Colton Vogelsberg, Ben Enfield, and Reed Weber are due up. Colton Vogelsberg is 0 for 3 and was walked earlier in the game. Pitched an outstanding game for Potosi Cassville in the first 7 innings before Reed Weber took over in the extras. And Vogelsberg steps into the box. Lucas Lodell is still on the mound.
But maybe not for the whole inning, possibly, since they had sent somebody out to warm up.
And the first pitch clips the outer third of the strike zone for strike 1. Colton Vogelsberg, one of the 4 seniors on this PC squad. That one dives away for ball 1.
Well, that was obviously a good decision to bring him in the second inning because he hasn't given up any runs. And Reedsville made the aggressive decision to...
They've left a lot of runners on base, though. That's the other thing. 2-1 now the count on Colton Vogelsberg.
Yeah, I believe it's 13 now for Potosi Cassville.
And that went in there for a called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Colton Vogelsberg.
That's reminiscent of when Potosi won state in 1993. They beat Marion 8-3. Marion left 14 on base in 7 innings.
The 2-2 pitch misses away. Count goes full, 3-2.
And they committed 7 errors in that game. Now, that game is also a game that you will never see in the world of the pitch count.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Vogelsberg strikes out, 1 away in the bottom of the 9th.
That was a game where Mitch Leeser left-handed pitcher for Potosi, threw 150 pitches. Left 14 guys on, gave up only 3 runs. The pitch count limit now is 100. Interestingly, it's less in Wisconsin than it is in Illinois. Illinois, you can throw in the regular season 105 and in the postseason 115. But
I do wish that they would increase the pitch count in the postseason.
Yeah.
Especially at state. Let your best pitchers pitch.
Well, Dodgeville we have this afternoon. They had to go to their 4th pitcher in that marathon 11-inning sectional final against Viroqua 1 week ago.
Ben Infield at the plate looks at the first pitch. It's in the strike zone. Count is 0-1. Infield is 1 for 4. That one's away for ball 1. Ben Infield at the plate. Reed Weber in the on-deck circle. And the 1-1 pitch catches the outer third for strike 2. We'll get to Lucas Liddell's stats in a minute because he's pitched outstanding for Reedsville. And this one lined back to the pitcher, slow roller to second base. And the throw to first is not going to be in time. The winning run on base for Potosi Cassville.
Infield with an infield single.
One on, one out in the bottom of the 9th. And Reed Weber coming up to the plate. I believe he had the only RBI of the game.
And he's 2 for 4.
2 for 4 in RBI and 2 stolen bases. Ben Infield has 12 stolen bases on his stat line coming into today, and this one popped up. Third base side, foul territory, playable, and will be caught by Jake Schwann. 2 away. So River Star will come up to the plate. With a runner at first, tie ball game in the bottom of the 9th inning in our Division IV state semifinal. Pickoff attempt, unsuccessful. Liddell ready to deal. First pitch. Right down the middle for strike 1. Riverstar is 0 for 2, struck out. He's been hit by a pitch twice and also stole a base. A lot of production for being 0-2. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Right location, just swung ahead of it. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 on in the bottom of the 9th. Odell with the nod and the delivery. Away for ball 1. Everyone on the edge of their seat here at Fox City Stadium. And this one lined over to short, scoop, and a tag at second base. Ben Prochnow gets the out unassisted. And we go to the 10th inning in our Division IV state semifinal. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville 1. The scoreboard reads 1 run on 7 hits and 3 errors for Potosi Cassville. Reedsville 1 run on 2 hits and 2 errors. A well-played game by both teams here today, Steve, and still more baseball yet to be decided.
Yeah, they just decided that, well, this has gone so well, let's keep playing, basically, which, of course, is delaying our next game in Division 4, and that is Loyal and Marshfield Columbus, which is set to start in 6 minutes. I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. And that also pushes back the Division 3 games, which is Cedar Grove, Belgium, and Marathon, followed by Dodgeville and St. Croix Falls, which we will have. Well, we were supposed to have it at 4:10. I think that's optimistic, but we'll have it on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
We're going to go to the 10th inning here at Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium. On X1071, WPVL FM Platteville, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by Laley Center Monroe and H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical.
Nice shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I noticed those coming in.
Yeah, I bought it myself.
Well, that's true, but I'm wearing the radio station shirt, so. A radio station shirt.
Yep, our friends from Zaleski Sports hanging out with us in the Here's Furniture broadcast booth. First pitch lined over to second base. Riversar with the play to throw to first to Vogelsberg in time for the out. Carter Preston is retired 4-3. First out of the 10th inning. In our Division IV state semifinal, winner goes to the state championship on Thursday morning. And if Potosi Cassville's there, we will be there too. Brings up Carter Preston at the plate. And the first pitch in there for a strike. Excuse me, it's Zach Prochnow. The sophomore, number 6, another lefty batter for Reedsville. And that one's out of the glove of Bauer. Count is 2-0.
Now, what'll be interesting here is they're facing Weber for the second time now, particularly the left-handed batters, and see if they're able to figure him out. That was not easy to do the first time through.
And this one lined down the left field line, and that's a fair ball. Zach Prochnow rounding first. He will go to second standing up. A stand-up double with one out in the top of the 10th. Puts the go-ahead run on base for Reedsville. And now Zach Prochnow jogging back to
they say
home
foul?
plate. I guess they're saying foul ball.
I thought it did drop fair, but
yeah,
we're glad to be wrong in this case.
The third base umpire signaled that it was a fair ball initially, I thought. Guessing the home plate umpire overruled him. Count is now 2-2 to Zach Prochnow. That is a massive, massive decision. 2-2. This one lined over to second base. Riversar fields it again. Throw to first. A one-hopper, but the out is made. Great reflexes by Vogelsberg at first base. 2 away.
Yeah, that throw was a little off in hurry, but he did a great job of gathering that in. He had to go across his body to get it. Boy, that call looms large now,
yeah,
doesn't
that
it?
certainly does. Back to the top of the order with Ben Prochnow. And the off-speed pitch misses high for ball 1.
He's been on twice, base hit in the 3rd, reached on an error, and scored in the 6th.
And pops this one up into shallow center field. Logan Roush calls it and closes the glove on it to end the top half of the 10th inning. And now Potosi Cassville will have a turn to try and punch their ticket to the state championship. Still tied at 1. On our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball, presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on X1071 with our audio stream with stats on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Tyler Gutanis and Steve Prestegard working overtime on game number 1 of the 2 games that we have on Queen Bee Radio today. We'll also have Dodgeville taking on St. Croix Falls. Originally scheduled for 4:30. I don't think that's going to happen. Doubtful.
Well, that's one thing that the WIAA, of course, until I believe it was last year, had, when they went to 4 divisions, they tried to fit 6 games into each of the first 2 days of the tournament. Now, what can screw up a schedule? Number 1, long games. Number 2, rain. So as a result of that, there were, I believe, at least 3 times where they had the last scheduled game of the day that started at like 11:30 to midnight. And it happened to Waupun twice. This is about 20 years ago, the first time in 2005. First pitch at 11:30, game got over at 2 o'clock. So the first thing they did is decide, well, we're not going to start a game after midnight anymore. That, however, forced the WIAA to find alternate sites for games, which was there's an American Legion ballpark that's like that direction, kind of northeast of here. But now with the 4-day tournament and only 4 games a day, you have some relief from what the weather might do and or what, say, 10-inning baseball games to start your day might do.
It appears Lucas Lodell is still, or he was going to stay on the mound, but now the coach, Luke Uberstocks, is going to pull him out of the game. The final stat line for Lucas Lodell pitching, 7 1/3 innings pitched, allowed 5 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts, 4 hit by pitch, and faced 32 batters.
But importantly, no runs.
And that means Jack Schwann will step onto the bump for Reedsville. Jack Schwann pitching on the season, 19 innings pitched, has a 2-0 record, 6 walks, 13 strikeouts, a 2.21 ERA, and a whip of 1.21. And as you mentioned, Steve, that was kind of a curious decision to go to Lucas Lodell with the stats that he had a 5.76 ERA and a whip of 5.76, but had a very effective outing for the Reedsville Panthers, and now Jack Schwann will be tasked with trying to get 3 outs and extend this game to 11 innings.
It's like we said, nobody ever says we have too much pitching. And, you know, this is going to mess up whoever wins this game, potentially, for Thursday's championship. But that's, as the phrase goes, that's a Thursday problem.
Right. Yeah, Colton Vogelsberg pitched a gem for Potosi Cassville in the first 7 innings. Reed Weber hasn't allowed a run in the 3 innings of work that he's had. And now, Logan Roush will lead things off for Potosi Cassville. Logan Roush is 0 for 3. He was walked and struck out earlier in the game. It'll be Roush, Schaefer, and Vels due up for Potosi Cassville. The first pitch down the middle for strike 1. Getting a new pitcher on the mound for Reedsville, number 21, Jack Schwann. And that pitch fouled off for strike 2. The 0-2, and a blooper over the shortstop's head for a base hit. Logan Roush with a leadoff single in the bottom of the 10th. The winning run is at first for Potosi Cassville. And now Lane Schaefer, the freshman, coming up. Lane Schaefer at the plate. Chris Vels showing that he's on deck for Potosi Cassville. But the winning run at first for PC. And this one bunted, and it's lined foul into the netting in front of the Reedsville dugout.
Obviously playing for 1 run. That is, you don't even need to say that in this case.
Right. 1 run any way you can get it. Wins it for Potosi Cassville in the bottom of the 10th. They have the winning run at first. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Was that the Jack Brickhouse, the predecessor to Harry Carey, as a Cubs announcer would say at this point? Any old kind of run wins it.
The 0-2 in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lane Schaefer. Logan Roush, the runner at first for Potosi Cassville. Lane Schaefer's 0 for 2, was walked, struck out, and hit by a pitch in this game. And that one's away for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Outfield playing in. Infield even with the bag at first and third. Double play depth at the corners, or at short and second.
And that one misses outside for ball 3.
Now, this is a nice piece of hitting here. He was down 0-2, and now has worked it up to 3-2.
Great patience at the plate with a new pitcher on the mound. Trying to make Jack Schwann earn these outs. The payoff pitch. This one chopped back to the pitcher. Slow roller over to short. Throw to first in time, but that does move Logan Roush into scoring position, 1 away. We are in the 10th inning. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville 1. Potosi Cassville 1 run on 7 hits with 3 errors. Reedsville 1 run on 2 hits with 2 errors. Chris Vels, the freshman, coming up to the plate. And pops this one shallow right field, and it's out of the glove. Roush sprinting over to third. Runners at the corners for Potosi Cassville. 1 out. And Alex Frederick coming up to the plate. Caleb Schwann in right field dropped his hat, sprinting towards the ball, hit the webbing, or the palm of his glove, and it dropped to the turf.
And they call that an error?
I don't see him putting an error on the scoreboard. They also haven't put a hit up on the scoreboard either. Yeah, they do rule it an error. So it's an error on the right fielder, Caleb Schwann. Runners at the corners for Potosi Cassville. 1 away, Alex Frederick at the plate. And a mound conference for Reedsville. Bookmark that as our Tri-Core turning point.
So if you're Reedsville, you want to get the double play if you can. If it's hit right at an infielder, you got to look Roush back to third. Otherwise, he'll take off for the plate. And at what he thinks is a slow hit, he'll take off for home anyway. So they're going over all that. Tony Leibfried talking to Frederick.
A reminder after the game, Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show with the Tri-Core Turning Point, West End Salvage Scrap of the Game, and the Herm's Ace Hardware MVP.
I wonder if the Chieftains would consider also running Vels from first. Because again, that would set up an intentional pass and load the bases.
Chris Vels has 2 stolen bases on his stat line coming into today, and Alex Frederick fouls this one to the backstop, count is 0-1. Logan Roush, the runner at third, Chris Vels, the runner at first for Potosi Cassville in the bottom of the 10th inning. Any score in the bottom of the 10th sends Potosi Cassville to the state championship game. The 0-1. Outside, ball 1.
Clouds filling in here. There's more clouds than sun now.
And the 1-1 in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Alex Frederick. Frederick at the plate. Damian Bauer, the catcher, in the on-deck circle for PC. Frederick looks at that one outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. And Reedsville's 1 ball away from loading the bases with 1 out. The 3-1 just finds the strike zone to make the count full, 3-2. Logan Roush, the runner at third. Chris Vels, the runner at first. Alex Frederick at the plate. Three-two, popped up. First base side, playable and caught by Carter Preston. Great hustle play by Preston on the first base side for Reedsville to get the second out of the inning. And just when you thought the momentum had swung Potosi Cassville's way, Carter Preston ends that one, getting the pop out in foul territory.
You know, Bauer's been on base 4 times today, 2 hits and 2 hit by pitcher.
See if he can come through with 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th, and this one chopped right back to the pitcher. Slow roller, throw to first. No throw, and the bases are loaded. So Bauer reaches base on an infield single that maybe went 3 feet in front of him. And now Colton Vogelsberg with the bases loaded and 2 out in the bottom of the 10th will try to win it for Potosi Cassville. Pitch is low. Ball 1.
Vogelsberg walked in the first. That would win the game if he could repeat that. Or get hit.
1-0 pitch, chopped over to the third base side, fielded cleanly, and a tag out applied on Chris Vels running to third base. Potosi Cassville leaves the bases loaded again, and we go to the 11th inning. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville 1. The Panthers will be up to bat coming up. In the top of the 11th, Tyler Dictanis and Steve Prestegard with you with the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Man, oh man. The updated line score, Potosi Cassville 1 run on 9 hits with 3 errors. Reedsville 1 run on 2 hits with 3 errors. Reedsville is now on their third pitcher with Jack Schwann, able to get out of the inning with the bases loaded. Reed Weber back on the mound for his 4th inning of work after taking over for Colton Vogelsberg, who pitched 7 innings. And now we see how Reed Weber handles going through the batting order with the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up for Reedsville. It'll be Lucas Lodell, Nathan Christensen, and Chuck Muehlman. Well, it's a good thing we did come up here last night, Steve. If we had to get up at like 3 in the morning to drive up here and try and call 2 games back to back.
Yeah,
I don't think there's enough coffee in the world for both of us to get through.
Well, especially since they're not selling any here, it seems. It would be kind of like being John Satterley last Thursday.
Tyler Dictanis and Steve Prestegard with you on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Lucas Lodell coming up to the plate, 0 for 2. Was walked and stole a base. And the first pitch, right down the middle for strike 1. The defensive alignment for Potosi Cassville in the outfield, it's Vels, Rausch, and Tasker from left to right, and then from third to first, infield, Frederick, Saar, and Vogelsberg. And this one popped up foul, third base side, running out of room. It's into the netting. Count is 0-2. And the winner of this game takes on Columbus Catholic or Loyal. That game follows this one. Our friends at Zaleski Sports will bring you that broadcast. The 0-2 pitch misses down and away for ball 1. Yep, the clouds have come in. Field was sunsplash when we began the game. And that pitch is a called strike 3. Got him looking. What a pitch by Reed Weber, just clipping the lower third of the strike zone. 1 away in the top of the 11th. Tie ball game at 1. Potosi Cassville 1, Reedsville 1. And this one ripped straight away center field. Logan Rausch there. Calls for it, closes the glove on it, 2 away.
That's a home run in some ballparks, but not this ballpark.
Yeah, this ballpark is massive by comparison to a lot of the high school fields that we see in southwest Wisconsin, that's for sure. Brings up Chuck Millman's the number 4 hitter in the order. He's 0 for 4 on the game. Looks at the first pitch, eye level for ball 1. The 1-0. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 out, nobody on in the top of the 11th inning. 2-0 pitch, low, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. The Chuck Mielmans. Jake Schwann on deck. Now Mielman showing bunt. 3-0, pulls it back. Umpire calls it a strike. The 3-1, outside, ball 4. Go-ahead run at first for Reedsville with 2 out.
Reedsville's had the go-ahead run on in the 7th and the 9th, but has not gotten them home yet. They had 2 runners on in the 9th, but were unable to get one of them home.
Now a pitcher-on-pitcher matchup. Jake Schwann at the dish. First pitch catches the inner third of the strike zone for strike 1. Reed Weber with the nod. Pickoff attempt. Yeomans gets back in time. Oh, 1 pitch. In there for a called strike 2. Nice breaking ball pitch there by Reed Weber. Weber checks the runner at first. Now the 0-2 offering. This one chopped over to short. Frederick fields it cleanly and gets to second base for the force out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base in the top of the 11th inning. Potosi Cassville will have a chance. In the bottom of the 11th, Ben Infield, Reed Weber, and Riversar are due up. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters in the order for Potosi Cassville.
By the way, you may be interested to know what the longest state tournament game.
I would love to know that.
It turns out it was in 1973. O'Connell Falls over Eau Claire Memorial in 16 innings. Guess what the score was?
1-0.
5-1.
5-1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which says either that O'Connell Falls was the home team and hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 16th inning, or they were the road team and scored 4 runs in the top of the 16th, which must mean that Eau Claire Memorial's pitching ran out. And of course, those were, I'm not even sure if they had the inning rule back in 1973. Yeah.
Jack Schwann back on the mound for Reedsville. The defensive alignment for Reedsville after the pitching change. Zane Prochnow, Lucas Lodell, and Caleb Schwann from left to right in the outfield, and then from third to first, Mielmans, Ben Prochnow, Landon Mertz, and Carter Preston. Nathan Christensen still behind home plate.
He's got to be a little tired with an 11-inning game.
Well, same with Damian Bauer for Potosi Cassville.
Right, yeah. I have to think that they're happy there's not going to be a game after this. Today.
For them, yeah.
For them, yes.
Yeah. I think they're rooting for Columbus Catholic and Loyal to go extras, too.
Yeah, yes.
Last thing they want to see is a 5-inning one-sided affair. Benenfield coming up to the plate, 2 for 5 on the game. We are in the bottom of the 11th inning in our Division IV state semifinal, and this one grounded into shallow left field, base hit for Ben Infield. And once again, the winning run on base for Potosi Cassville in extra innings.
Chieftains have had a runner on base in every inning except for the 4th inning.
Goodness gracious.
They have left 14 runners on base.
And this one hit right back to the pitcher. It's out of the glove of Jack Schwann. Throw to first is in time for the out. Great recovery by Jack Schwann. Thought he had it in his glove for a moment, but it popped out, and he was able to spot the ball in time to get the force out at first, but that does move Ben Infield to second base, the winning run in scoring position with 1 out. And the first pitch, a called strike to River Star. River Star 0 for 3, struck out, has been hit by a pitch twice, and has a stolen base. The 0-1, missed outside for ball 1. Ben Infield with about a 4-step leadoff on second base. And the 1-1 pitch misses low for ball 2. Two 2-1 pitch lined on the third base side, foul ball. Wrong side of the bag for that hit. River Star at the plate, Logan Roush on deck. Tied at 1 in the bottom of the 11th inning.
Sar's been on base 3 times. Fielder's choice and 2 hit batters.
And the 2-2, this one popped up sky high and over the backstop and just a few feet away from us. Count stays at 2 balls, 2 strikes for River Star. Ben Infield at second base representing the winning run for Potosi Cassville in our Division IV state semifinal. And this one popped up, foul territory, first base side, and that's in the stands. Good heads up reaction by the Potosi Cassville fans, no one hurt. Showing a lot more survival instincts on that side of the field than the Reedsville side.
Well, you've never been to state before. Maybe you don't realize that those projectiles coming from home plate could hit you.
2-2 to River Star, defensive swing, slow roller over to second base, and a scoop toss to first, runners out. But that does move Ben Infield to third base with 2 outs in the bottom of the 11th. The winning run is 90 feet away. And the senior Logan Roush coming up to the plate.
Would you dare do a suicide squeeze here? Of course, the problem is you have to get it down fair, and you have to be able to beat a throw at first base. So it's got to be a perfect bunt here. If there was 1 out and a runner at third base, you'd certainly think about doing it.
Well, Logan Roush did that sacrifice bunt against Seneca to give Potosi Cassville the lead in the sectional semifinal, but it was River Star at third base, not Ben Infield. So it depends how confident you are in Ben Infield as a base runner. Logan Roush has shown that he can execute it.
They're going to walk him.
And he's intentionally walked. So runners at the corners for Potosi Cassville. And now Lane Schaefer, a freshman, coming up to the plate.
He's been on base twice with a walk and hit by pitch. Chieftains scored 1 run in the first. That's been it.
Reedsville's only run coming in the 6th inning. Lane Schaefer 0 for 3. First pitch, grounder back to the pitcher. Slow roller to second, and it's bobbled. In and out of the hands of the second baseman. The winning run comes home from third. Ben Infield sends Potosi Cassville to the state championship game. Oh my goodness. What a finish. Potosi Cassville fans come to their feet. Everyone on the Potosi Cassville side huddled around first base. And Potosi Cassville will play for a state title on Thursday morning. They await the winner of Columbus Catholic and Loyal. Ben Infield scores the winning run for Potosi Cassville. Schaefer reached on a fielder's choice. And Infield scores on an unearned run. Your final score, Potosi Cassville 2, Reedsville 1 in 11 innings. Coming up next, the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show, the Tri-Core Turning Point, West End Salvage Scrap of the Game, and Herb's Ace Hardware MVP, all straight ahead on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-match 2.
The Gifted Hands Thrift Store in Galena offers low-cost clothing and household goods to the public. Shop local and support individuals with disabilities served by the Galena Workshop. The thrift store provides paying jobs to many individuals and is a stepping stone for some to get a job in the community. Donated items are accepted at the workshop on Southwest Street in Galena, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m., except holidays. Gifted Hands Thrift Store at the Galena Workshop is open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays 9 till 1.
Diane from Michigan, a disabled senior citizen trying to get by. Henry from Florida, a veteran fighting to make ends meet. Elena from Arizona, a mother struggling to feed her daughter. Hi, I'm Connie Britton, and I support Feeding America because they help provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year, like Diane, Henry, and Elena. Learn more at feedingamerica.org. Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
Post-match 2.
Man, oh man, what a finish here at Fox City Stadium, Neuroscience Group Field. Potosi Cassville wins in extra innings 2-1. 2 runs on 10 hits with 3 errors. Reedsville 1 run on 2 hits with 4 errors. This is our Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Tyler Dictanis and Steve Prestegard with you, as we will try and close up shop real quick so that Zaleski Sports can come in and take over for the call of Columbus Catholic and Loyal coming up next. Our Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show. Let's start off with the obvious, the Tri-Core Turning Point, brought to you by Tri-Core Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tri-Core Insurance today. The final sequence, Schaefer was at the plate. He reached on a fielder's choice. Logan Roush would advance to second on a fielding error, and that would score Ben Infield from third base. It was a slow roller that made its way to second base, and a bobble at second base prevented the force out and thus scoring the winning run from third base and sending Potosi Cassville to the state championship game.
That is basically the most obvious Tri-Core turning point one can come up with.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Our Herm's Ace Hardware MVP, brought to you by Herm's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Herm's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. Herm's will be the MVP for the next project in your home. Go to Herm's in Bloomington and Platteville. I want to give that to Colton Vogelsberg. I thought he had an outstanding pitching performance on the mound, pitched 7 complete innings before having to have Reed Weber come in relief to get the final 4 innings of work taken care of. But he pitched an outstanding game for Potosi Cassville, and a big reason why Reedsville was held to just 1 run today.
He absolutely did. They absolutely did too. And, being able to replace a right-handed pitcher with a left-handed pitcher just really messes up a team that is trying to face the lefty after having faced a relatively straightforward delivery of a right-handed pitcher.
Yep, and then the West End Salvage scrap of the game. The player who's hustling and scrapping has stood out and trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster. I'm inclined to give that nod to Damian Bauer. He had 3 hits on the game and 4 at-bats. He was also hit by a pitch. And, of course, when you are the catcher in a tight ball game like this, you're essentially the quarterback of the team, calling the pitches and everything like that. Yep. So he had an outstanding game both behind the plate and at the plate, getting on base, and a big reason why Potosi Cassville comes away with the win today.
Definitely. And, you look at the score sheet, it's a mess because, but also, this is not a thing of beauty, perhaps. The 2 teams combined for 7 errors. Potosi Cassville left 19 runners on base. They only scored 2 runs, but that's all they needed. So There you go.
Yep, and again, Potosi Cassville awaits the winner of Columbus Catholic and Loyal. That game coming up shortly, and you can catch that game on Zaleski Sports coming up in just a little bit. We'll take our final break and close up shop for game number 1 of the games that we have from the state tournament at Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium. Our Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show wraps up after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-match 3.
When times get dark, we can't see the help that's all around us. Maybe you're not sure how you'll make rent, or you lost your job. When you don't know where to turn, let 211 be your guiding light. Our guides are ready to connect you with the help you need.
211, how can I help you?
Call or visit 211.org. 211. Get connected. Get help. A message from United Way and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Post-match 3.
Well, that's funny. They've changed. We've been on the air so long, they changed the in-between innings music.
Yeah, new bump music all of a sudden. X1071 WPVL FM Platteville. And on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, we're closing up shop on the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show. Potosi Cassville will play for the state championship in Division IV baseball coming up on Thursday. We will have the championship game right here on X1071 and also on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel coming up later today. It was supposed to be 4:30. It's going to be later on-ish. It'll be Dodgeville taking on St. Croix Falls in the Division III state semifinal. We'll have that on 97.7 Country WGLR and also an enhanced audio stream on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Make sure to check out the WGLR Facebook page for updated start times as the day goes along.
And that's for two reasons. Number one, how long this game went. And the other thing is I'm looking at my radar and seeing little popcorn storms start to show up.
Yes, Zaleski Sports says, no, we are not doing this. No. Yep, so again, a reminder, we do have Dodgeville and St. Croix Falls coming up later this afternoon over on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We'll give you updates on the start time of that game on the WGLR social media pages as the day rolls along. That'll do it for us for game number 1, a fun one. In Division IV, Potosi Cassville wins it in 11 innings, 2 runs on 10 hits with 3 errors. Reedsville 1 run on 2 hits and 4 errors. Reedsville season ends with a record of 19-7, and Potosi Cassville's record goes to 20-7. They play for the state championship on Thursday. Thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring high school sports to you. Thank you to Tony Livefree, the head coach, for the pregame interview on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show. And we'll see if we can get some postgame interviews later on to post on our social media channels as well. For Steve Prestegard, I'm Tyler Dictanis. Thanks so much for joining us. So long from Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium. We'll see you for Dodgeville and St. Croix Falls later today on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. So long from Appleton.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
X1071 is
WPVL FM, Platteville, Galena, and Dubuque's source for extreme hit music
and prizes with the Bally's Marquette Extreme 107 Days of Summer.